fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does, then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So
Except for that's the heart, Tim. And that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh. No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
so
cool
you're saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
You got
This is-
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other? There you go.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still at a
for
shit.
years,
I can't fight
man.
anybody right now.
I
probably
am
used to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him. I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim. And I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wouldn't talk wrestling. He had two. I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think these both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. And there's a lot of guys, strikers that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like Judo Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. He's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fine. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad
die?
would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bro Plata here. Hi, everybody. We are here. We are live on a lovely Tuesday night. Tim getting ready to go be a part of his cult after the show. Really I think the meeting tonight with him is Aliens and Why They Hate Us, a memoir. So you can go see that at timscult.com, along with the fact that the Ray Hyclak rub also still working for Joaquin Buckley. Still working. Since I got a photo with him.
Dude, I will say this. It just made sense that the last fight of this year ended by doctor stoppage. Like, this is the fucking time of year it's been. This guy, I'm like, yeah, that just figures. I mean, Buckley did look good. I mean, surprised it wasn't a no contest the way this year's been going. But yeah, the fact that this year's last fight ended on doctor stoppage, I'm like, yeah, that's about how 2024 has been for the UFC. I mean, they've made plenty of money. They're doing just fine. But us fans got kind of ripped off this year. Not necessarily completely their fault, but it's been a pretty shitty year. So then definitely the worst year in a long time for the UFC as far as quality of entertainment.
Yeah, it has not been good at all. Like, it is been quite dog shit lately, and for them to just be able to say they made record profits is just hilarious to me.
Hey man, Chicago White Sox made money this year, so it's how it is. Unrelated, when Ray was thinking of ways to make fun of my hoodie earlier, it reminded me of something. This one time years ago, over a decade ago, I was working at a restaurant, and it was right after Halloween. My boss showed us this picture of her like at a Halloween party, and she's, I mean, not real fat, but she was a little too thick to be wearing what she was wearing a bit. But I'm like, there's like leather and boots and whatever. I'm like, what is this? She's like, oh, I'm Aeon Flux. So the movie Aeon Flux. I'm like, you look like Aeon Fluctuate. It wasn't a great day at work for me after that, but one of those things that came to my head, and I'm like, that's too clever not to say out loud. I don't care how much trouble I get in.
Yeah, no, especially like Aeon's a hard character to pull off because
didn't Jennifer Gardner play her in a movie?
No,
wasn't
Charlize Theron played her.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, Charlize played her in a movie, but she was originally an MTV character in one of those like animated shorts back in the day. So like that's how I knew about Aeon, but that's a hard look. That's a hard, like, where'd you work?
This was like a Max and Irma's. I worked at a while ago.
Oh my God, she had to have been wearing the full body suit then.
I can't remember. I just remember Aeon Fluctuate. I'm Michael Conley. State of did you? I don't no idea what that means. I apologize if I'm somehow not reading internet language correctly, or maybe there's a typo that I can't figure out.
Maybe, or there is, by the way, video evidence of Tim Danko fighting. So we've
Ray hasn't put it online yet. I don't know why. I mean, we watched it on the show a couple times, but
yeah. I need to get that or post that for the thing. Ooh, I'm out of it today.
Yeah, man, me too, man. I only got like a half a nap in. That's not good for me. And I walk like a mile and a half, or what I'm rounding up.
Well, that's good.
So for me, I'm in pain and I'm really tired. So this is terrible. I'm never walking.
You drank water?
Water's for pussies. I'm drinking bourbon like a man. I've been crushing Pepsi Zero because I can't stop buying Pepsi Zero because I like it so much. I can't stop drinking it.
Have a water in between.
No, that's Tim. I did drink some water. All right. When I got home, first thing I did is I chugged a big thing of water. I filled up one of these of water, chugged it. Okay, leave me alone. But then I drank Pepsi. But
3 cups a day.
When I drink Coke, leave me alone. When I drink Coke Zero, I don't crush them nearly as much as I do with Pepsi Zero because I don't like them nearly as much as Pepsi Zero. Pepsi Zero is amazing. I've always been a Pepsi guy. I only drank Coke Zero for a long time because for a long time Pepsi didn't have a zero. Okay, and Coke Zero was better than Diet Pepsi, but now that Pepsi Zero is rolled out, it has been for a while now. But when I have a chance to get that, I get that. Now, the drive-thru I go to doesn't carry it, so that's a lot of times why I go get Coke Zero. Although I went to the Dollar General and got fucking 16-ounce bottle. Didn't have anything else, but also they were 16-ounce 6-packs, 4 for $14. So I'm like, well, I gotta get 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4. So that's ended up being a pretty good deal. But I was carrying them like this, jackass,
As you do.
as one does.
Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten recently into like the zero products just because there's like I just can't do sugar anymore, dude. I can't.
I can't either, man. I'm not technically diabetic, believe it or not, but I do know, and it's been like this for a long time with me. Like not just last couple years. I mean, like most of my life. When I do hard sugar, my body I just feel like death. I can't.
Yeah.
Even when I was in shape, I couldn't do too much. Like I could drink 1 or 2 Pepsis. If I do a third Pepsi, I'm in trouble. And now it's like 1 Pepsi, normal Pepsi. I'm talking a normal soda with like all that fucking sugar in it. But yeah, same thing with like I like old fashions, but I can't do more than like 1 old fashioned because of how much damn sugar's in an old fashioned. Same thing with like a mojito or anything else with a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah, I did. I was drinking IPAs last night to make them laugh Monday, and even that has sugar in it, and you feel it. I feel like dog dick afterwards.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't feel like shit because I drank water pretty much throughout the day, so I was good to go. But
Alan sent me to that Cuban restaurant when I was up watching his dog in Lakewood, and that place was awesome. But he's like, dude, you have to get a mojito. I'm like, I don't know the last time I even had a mojito, but I had one and it was fucking awesome. But I felt like I got hit by a truck, and not for the alcohol at all, just for the sugar. I can't drink more than 1. I had a hard enough time finishing the 1. Definitely not because of the alcohol. So I was watching videos on just like touristy shit in Vegas. If anyone doesn't know, I know I mention it all the time. I'm going to Vegas in 6 weeks or so. But one of the places she went to was that Dirty Dog place we went to.
Yeah.
I think she got the same thing I got, like the pastrami hot dog, which is like a $17 hot dog, but it's a really good hot dog.
Well, yeah, it's got pastrami on it, for fuck's sake.
I mean, I think we each spent like $30 at the hot dog place, but it was worth it though. It was really good. Anyway, but she went to there's a bar in the Cosmopolitan, the Chandelier bar, and they have a drink. I forget, it's some sort of like ginger margarita, but it comes with this like fucking weird flower you chew.
Huh.
And it makes your mouth numb.
It's cocaine, Tim. That's what that's called.
It was in a white, it was in a tiny baggie. You put it in your nose. No, it was just like a little flower that you chew. It comes with the drink. It's like a $20 drink, but I'm curious. I got to get one now.
Yeah, you got to get that. And I do.
Go to
record your review it.
It starts with a V. It's I don't know. Let's go there and be like, what's the fucking flower drink? Give me one. So, yeah.
I want the thing that makes your face not feel good, not feel right for a while.
Right. And I don't want something that's been fucking stepped on by some guy named Bruiser. Yeah.
Speaking of sugar, you should go to that sugar bar or whatever. I think it's in like a candy store. They've got like a full functioning bar.
I only walked today so I can get my endurance up for walking in Vegas. It's the only reason I do it.
Good. That's what you should do.
And listen, I did like
almost
a mile and a half without stopping, so that's good. I don't think I'll be doing any. I don't think this as far as I'll go in Vegas will be less than a mile without stopping. So, but I still got to keep it up. I can't get worse. If I get worse, it's a problem.
Yeah, you can only take so many so many people movers before you just gotta use your knees, Tim.
My app, my Google app it told me today, that just surprised me. I walked about 21 miles per hour. I figured I'd be like at 15, which that's about average. About 20 is average, right? So like I'm in the average, but I honestly figured if I guessed, I'm like, if I'm walking by myself at my own pace, I'm probably at like 14. But no, I was normal, so not bad. Which means when I fucking walk with Alan, his fucking long ass legs, he's being an ass. He's always ahead of me. We just us two. He's he's in the dust.
No, Tim, you just need to get in shape.
No, he has long legs. He would do the same thing to you.
Well, that's fine. I'll be able to keep up because I'm in walking shape, Tim.
Learned that I have an average walking speed. Okay, so if he's walking faster than me, he's being an ass. I have an average human being walking speed. We should be walking at average speed, not trying to fucking power walk down fucking Euclid.
Well, I mean, also there is a side thing you have to factor in with Alan, especially. Like Alan is what I like to call a super white. He walks faster than everybody. He's entitled to yell and treat people completely like shit on public transportation and get away with it. Like he is the epitome of what white privilege to me would be. Like and just yelling at people, like mind your business, shut up and keep your head down, and then look every once in a while. No. Don't talk to people on a subway train, you fucking psychopath.
Drunk Alan has about 50% people, strangers love him, 50% hate him. It really just depends on what kind of mood.
Oh, and touching the dude at the Creed show. What are you doing?
Well, no, that guy was touching Alan.
Well, but like talking to somebody.
He didn't do anything wrong with the Creed show. He was just trying to take a nap during 3 Doors Down, and like the guy next to him kept trying to wake him up.
I thought there was a dude on like the concourse too. He did something.
No, on the concourse. He told a guy he didn't have a neck. That was after the show.
Again, why did
that could have ended bad? Thank God that guy's friends laughed. Like that could have fucking ended so bad.
Like, yeah. Like, dude.
Lucky that guy wasn't in the middle of a cycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told him that. I'm like, dude, you're lucky that he's like, I know it could have been bad. I'm like, why? Don't do that when I'm with you, dude. Do that when you have,
do that when you're like in Lakewood at the fucking whiskey bar place that he lives by.
Dude, somebody just got taken out in Lakewood. A news guy. You see that?
No.
A reporter got hit in an intersection and died.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, and apparently that intersection's been a problem for a long time. I don't remember which one it was.
I mean, Lakewood is just that's why on like Lakewood, I wait 3 seconds after the light turns, so just in case somebody doesn't run through the light.
It's a nice area, but like you're all packed in there, but it's like sardines. I mean, there's grids of houses that basically touch each other.
Yeah,
there's no parking anywhere. It's all street parking, and the restaurants, street parking. But but there's cool stuff there. It's a cool place. But every time I go there, I'm just like, man, I wish there was about 1,000 less houses here.
Agreed. Yeah, it could benefit from some open spacing. Really could.
Listen, this is not us saying we're gonna fucking get IEDs and take some houses out in Lakewood. This is not what's happening. I know.
You look like
I'm about to say. I look like the fat Unabomber, but still.
I am over here just not stepdadding it, looking like a fucking someone with at least 3 stepkids. So I'm fine. Second divorce, bro. Second divorce.
You do look divorced. Actually, it's funny that you like. When you tell people you've never been married, they go, "What?"
Yeah. How many times have you been married? Never, actually. Oh shit! I thought, yeah, no.
Now you seem like someone who would marry the first girl that ever paid attention to you, and that would lasted about 6 weeks.
Yeah, probably simped it the entire time.
Listen, I almost did that, so I don't, I can't say shit. I mean, I didn't do it, but I almost did. So,
yeah, I've never loved somebody that much to care to do that. Like, I don't know why. Like high school, yeah, but like I the feeling of marriage, except for Laura, like that's down the road though.
15, 16 years at least.
Yeah, we're gonna be
we get in your 50s, you can do it.
Old AF, 2 kids.
I mean, my brother and his wife were together like 10 years before they got married. So,
yeah, I don't plan on doing that. I want to at least get a house before that, though. Thank you, Donald Trump. Shit's going to be people.
We'll see that
because it's all gonna crash.
Well, it was gonna crash anyway.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't know what. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna happen again. I don't
Yeah,
think it won't be as bad as the last one, but it won't be great.
I
Well,
think
the problem with the last one was I didn't see it. No one saw it cut. Well, some people saw it coming, but most people didn't see it coming. And like janitors could buy mansions then. They can't quite do that now. So that helps a bit. But yeah, they used to give house loans to anybody, but now it's I mean it's still but yeah, well, we'll see. Well, people like my uncle make more money when that happens, so buying everything up.
for sure. Oh my god, man. Fucking I told you I was gonna talk about this too today with you. How many times in your life of doing stand-up comedy have you witnessed an almost or a bar fight at a show you're hosting?
Hosting? Not many. I mean, I one time we had a problem with the dude when I was doing Buzzbin. Well, we kicked him out before it got bad, but I thought maybe that guy was good. Luckily, they just said, you got to fucking go. And he left. When I told him to leave, he left. So that's good. That was pretty close. I really thought that guy was going to fucking start it with somebody. I was not there when Eric Cribley punched somebody, but I was there a couple of times when I thought he might punch somebody. So there's that. So I guess I didn't see. I can't remember. I don't think I saw any.
I've seen a few.
Remember if I did. So really,
I've seen a few. Yeah,
you go to a lot more of the shady mics than I do.
I do. Yeah.
But even when I was going to them, I didn't see any fights. Verbal arguments maybe, but not fights.
I
almost got myself in one. I threw my notebook at some guy one time. I was going through a thing, and I apologized. And he was actually he saw me before other places, and he was okay. I mean, he wasn't happy, but he was forgiving. So that could have been bad too. So
I almost witnessed one this weekend in Ashtabula when I was hosting a show at an axe throwing bar.
Oh, thank God. Good. I mean, if you're gonna have a bar fight, might as well be at a bar with weapons.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And luckily, the people that were actually there to like throw axes that were, I guess, were part of a league or something, came while the headliner or the final comedian was on the stage.
So no one was throwing axes during the comedy?
No, but it's I did an open
funny.
mic once where they were, and
really?
You actually couldn't hear it. It was quite quiet.
It was pretty funny. You see a punchline, nobody laughs. You just hear,
yeah. But no, yeah, I almost witnessed a fight with a comedian and this like methed out homeless dude that was like drinking at the bar in Ashtabula. And dude had no teeth. It looked like Robert Englund with like just gums. Like that's what he looked like, Freddy Krueger, but without the makeup. It was quite crazy. And he tried to fight a comic who was on the show, who was dressed in a snowman onesie, which with a hood. I was hoping for that sound, to be honest with you. I find it fucking like dumb. Like just show up in fucking jeans and a shirt.
Well, I mean, honestly, some people I know, I would let them get away with it because I know them and they're funny. And but other people, it depends who it was. If it was like a new guy I didn't know, I'd be like, "Wear some fucking pants, bro."
I know. But he also has a baseball bat with a white rooster on top of it that he calls, fill it in there, everybody. Dude was like joking with the homeless guy, and the homeless guy was like, where I come from, that's considered a weapon. And he would try to like fight the dude. And I'm about to start the show.
Hold on, what did we call the bat?
His white cock. His big white cock, Tim.
This is why I don't do open mic. I definitely
This
don't.
was
host
actually a booked show. I got paid to host this.
them. At least you got paid.
I did. And I'm hosting, about to start the show, and this shit pops off. And my first thought, mic in hand, this is about to happen, is I am going to let this play out before I say a word, before I have to possibly break somebody's microphone by heaving it at this homeless dude. Like,
Like, guys, I haven't even done your introductions yet, man. Hold up.
yeah.
Pull them back. Play their intro music.
Yeah.
You didn't go full Jimmy Lynn Jr. on them?
I think I made a reference to like not being a ring announcer if it would have popped off, but like I think I did the perfect thing too. Like after the dude left and we got everybody kind of calmed down, because there was like 6 fucking people in this bar. It wasn't that many people. Like there were a couple people that were civilians that showed up. Shout out to them for being there and trauma bonding with us.
My
on a
favorite
Saturday
is
night.
the people who just walk into comedy.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
like some of them that like they don't want to be rude and leave right away, but they're like just like, took a drink and being like, "What the fuck is?" And also, it's it's an open mic, so you're gonna hear the most fucked up shit probably. It's like, I wonder if I can get this most fucked up thought in my head to work. Yeah, that's usually how that goes. But yeah, that's funny when there's like 8 comics and there's 2 people and everyone's like, "Hello, the audience." Is just like when I did that show, that Achilles' open mic, there was like 1-2 people that were on a date.
Oh God!
And I'm surprised they didn't leave before. They stayed for the first few comics.
Yeah, I mean it got, but luckily we were able to like bring everything together. I made fun of the moment. Kind of made everybody laugh and got everybody back on, on track. Luckily,
at least no one died.
No, yeah. I'm like, please don't because the dude was hacking up a lung too, and I'm like, I'm on antibiotics already, so it's like fuck. But yeah, it was definitely rough.
Even pre-COVID, I never understood people going to public places when they were sick. It's kind of strange. I mean, like work or something. I'm talking like a bar, right? You don't have to go to the bar, even if you're an alcoholic. You could go to a liquor store and buy your own alcohol, and then go home and drink it at home. That always seems strange to me. That one time I went to that place in, where is it? Magnolia. They do karaoke. Like COVID was just coming back, and like 3 people before me were hacking up a lung on the microphone, and I left. I'm like, I'm not. Nope. Not today.
Yeah. Ugh. So bad. Damn.
Where's Pulse? Is he dead?
I don't know.
I get worried when he doesn't tell us. I mean, he doesn't have to be here, but I would like to know just because.
Yeah, I don't know. Message him.
No, he's not dead.
You message him. You're the one worried about him.
Ray doesn't care about anybody.
I do not. I'm a nihilist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
We are called Autobahn.
We care about nothing, Lebowski. While Tim's messaging Pulse, I also want to say thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you for being here. Make sure to share the show out. If you like us, if you found us in a group,
even if you hate us,
take the link. It's in the share.
Send it to your enemies.
Make them cry with tears of torturous pain at the sounds of Bro Plata. Your favorite place to be on a Tuesday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. We're not doing a Thursday show this week.
We're not.
We're not.
I mean, we will. We don't need you. Although I don't know how to work this stupid new program. I know how to work the other one.
I mean, I'll
talk to Pulse. I don't know, man. I don't know where he is now, so who knows?
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully. I'll have to get another fucking spelling bee going. Fuck. Anyway,
I think that's
general consensus, by the way.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if like
Got
He
pissed about the
left
spelling bee.
because of
Won.
the spelling bee.
General consensus was that I made it too hard. But I didn't want you to get many. I actually thought you'd get like a few, not 0. But
Well, Tim, sometimes.
I mean, I probably only would have got like 3. So,
No.
but I saw Red 1. It's on Prime already.
Yeah, because it was probably a bad movie.
Well, no, I mean it was a Prime movie, so that was probably the goal right away. It's still in some movie theaters, but it's worth watching. I mean, it wasn't great, but I wasn't mad. I watched it. It was fine. Even if I went and saw it in the theater, I would have been pissed. It was
Okay,
fine.
I was about to say, if it was free, would you
Listen,
have?
If you want to be nitpicky, you could probably pick it apart. But like, why? Not necessary. It's a little different. It's different. It's a little different. Santa gets kidnapped, but yeah, fine. It's good. Some action in there. Good. Some funny shit. Not bad. It's fine. Just fine. Was it great? No. It's fine.
Sunday I went out with Laura and her sister to like a place they works Christmas party. And before that, I saw actually a movie myself.
No.
I got invited.
It was a pornographic movie.
No, it was I got invited by her 6-year-old niece.
So you had to go. Ha.
Yeah, I did. And I saw Moana 2.
Dude, I just saw the first one like a week ago. I usually watch those movies. I don't know, whatever reason I never watched Moana, but it was solid. My brother saw it and he was pissed that The Rock's song wasn't good enough.
It sucked. Well, and Moana 2, yeah, it was not like.
Well, that's because they didn't get fucking Miranda to write the songs. That's why.
Well,
he wrote the songs in the first one. He didn't come back to write the songs for the second one.
Dwayne can't rap.
Who let him rap? I'm surprised they found a key for him to sing in.
I
mean, he only sang like 3 notes, but it worked.
Oh, but it's just not. He's not a good singer. Like,
did you hear about how Miranda wrote that song for him from the first one?
No.
He watched WWF or E or whatever it was when he was there, both, and then we just heard him like when he would like play guitar and like talk shit about whatever city he's in.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, okay, so this is the key he can kind of sort of sing in. Here's 3 notes. So he just listened to that and he wrote it in that key. Kind of neat.
Good for them. Yeah, Roberto. What up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Good to see you.
How are you? This is what you ask people this time of year. Are you ready for Christmas? Is everyone ready for Christmas?
I am not. I am not a Christmas person. So
yeah,
but I'm not like.
I mean, everybody has their reasons. I am because I had good Christmases when we were a kid. I was a kid, so I'm for it. Although now, obviously, as an adult, it's not exciting anymore. But
well, let me preface it by saying I'm not like one of these people who's like fuck Christmas. It's more like I don't like
also,
it. You can celebrate and have a good time and be cheery. I just am.
Well, your dad died a week before Christmas, right? So
with him and my grandfather both.
Yeah, so that's
within weeks.
Yeah,
they would have actually been I think almost 25th anniversary of that. I think because he died when I was like 9. My grandfather, but my dad, it's gonna be 15 years Thursday. So we're not. I won't be on the show Thursday. I'm gonna blackout drunk and
I gotcha.
tell jokes and just be a general nuisance at an open mic. So,
well, that you usually don't do that. So doing it just one time isn't bad.
Yeah, I try and keep it to myself, and but it never. I always get loud as I'm drinking. It's a weird thing.
Which is funny because you started at 9.5.
I do. I'm a hugger. It happens.
No, but yeah.
But no, Christmas in general, like, I hang out with whoever I'm dating and their fam usually, and this year I'm actually going to my aunt's this year. So
I'll go to my brother's. That's usually what we do now. So
Yeah.
Was it last year I couldn't go? Because no, it was 2 years ago. I couldn't go because I had COVID.
2 years ago.
All right, if you say so.
I believe it.
And,
Was 2 years ago.
I did last year. I probably went last year then. Yeah. Well, this year I couldn't go to Thanksgiving because I was sick. But
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be fine. And just, I think we're eating steaks. I don't know.
Nice.
I have to bring a steak, which I already have one. Alan gave me a ribeye, so coming in clutch.
Good Lord, Tim.
What?
Sugar Daddy Allen again. Just
He got a half a cow, and he's like, "Do you want anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, if you're gonna fucking give me some shit, yeah, why not?"
he should just create a podcast. He should just create a podcast studio in the in-law suite that you can sleep in.
Listen, if there was one, I would already be living there.
True.
Oh,
My
quiet phone.
might work with Alan to get that done. Where I'm like, that's it. I'll buy the labor. Let's get him up this way.
When they were looking for a house, his wife said, I don't know how serious she was, but Alan's like, if we get a duplex, can Tim live in half of it? She's like, yeah, whatever. But they didn't, of course.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. But now he's just being a nuisance on trains. It's okay.
It was one time, and I wasn't even there. He could have been making
It shouldn't even be two. It shouldn't be more than zero, Tim. It shouldn't be more than zero.
I try not to be that guy.
Unless you're falling on the floor, I can
yeah.
understand.
I get drunk and I regular. I'm sure. But like nowadays, not as often as I used to. Not really.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a long time since I had to have someone carry me home. Thank goodness.
What forklift did they use?
Exactly. Listen, my friends are Judicas. They don't need. They use leverage. They're smart. They're smart about it. They use hips.
Yeah, they use their knees and lower legs to lift. They don't use their back.
They're smart. They know how to shift weight and use it to their advantage.
Oh man,
just hip tossing me across down the street. Loop, loop.
We
up and down and up and down.
Why does my back hurt? Anyway, up and down.
Hurts anyway.
Mine too, dude. It's getting bad. My left hip is starting to seize up, which is fun.
Great. Man, last Tuesday, I really didn't think I was going to be able to move.
I know. After we went off last Tuesday, Tim tried to get out of his chair, and all of a sudden, I'm gonna reenact what Tim looked like on my camera here because I knew exactly what happened as soon as you did it because he went and it was right there. As soon as I see the chin go in the air, I'm like, ooh, that's a back spasm you ain't gonna come back from. Like
your back locking up is something that like you hear like what do you mean by that? What's the definition of your back locking up? But when it happens, you're like, oh, this is what yeah. When it's just like you just can't move. But
it's
yeah,
the worst feeling ever.
I honestly, luckily it got better, and but that's when it happened, I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to get up. Yeah. And I told Alan about it, and he's like, did this happen on the show? Is there footage of this I can watch? I'm like, no, but Ray saw it, and he was like half laughing, half wondering if he should call 911.
I was. I'm like, oh no.
Reaction, honestly. You're like, are you okay? And laughing at the same time. Okay.
Because I'm just like, of course this would happen to you. Like, of course that would fucking.
Back issues. I didn't have for a long time, but
I've always had them.
Really?
Like, yeah, there's been times. The one time was the worst. Was like the day after Christmas. I'm working at the Cleveland Improv, and like right in the center of my back and down started burning really bad, like horribly, and my lower back just started to seize up, and I could feel it, and like I couldn't move at all. Like I was down for the count. I had to lay down on my girlfriend's couch. Ugh. I had to call off work that day. It sucked. It was the day after Christmas. It was just the worst because all of a sudden, just my back decided to spasm for no reason. And it was really intense.
I mean, it's the one positive is that I'm like 99% sure that it's muscles. It's not just my spine. But
it's
when I was
muscle.
when I was growing, like puberty and like halfway through high school, most of high school actually. I don't know why, but I had a really, really rough issue with my tailbone. I still do
Okay.
every once in a while, but like it got bad. Like I couldn't sit in school. There was days that I like stood up in the back of class all day because I could sit in a hard chair and it would hurt like a bitch. We got it checked out. We got it X-rayed and everything, and they're like, I don't know. It looks fine. I don't know. But until I got out of high school, I had problems with it. And every once in a while, if I sit somewhere for a long time or if I'm driving in a weird, I have to like shift myself. But for a long time, I had a really bad problem with it. But I kind of just went away for the most part. But yeah, I never figured out what it was.
I've had from just falling on my ass so many times in hockey, my tailbone is just destroyed. I'm skating in my fucking high school. That's what I should buy actually too, is rollerblade pants. I need to get those, like padded skating pants.
I'm looking out for you. You need to retire.
No, I do it.
Who's the oldest guy? It's probably like one guy in his 60s that outskates.
No, there's a dude. There's dudes that'll show up every once in a while. They're like in their 40s and stuff like that. They're like old guard guys that are like families that I knew kind of thing, where they're like the older brother's now 40 kind of thing.
There used to, our school never did it. I really wish they did, but some schools, less do it now, but a few somewhere in the state of Ohio, probably other places do, but a few do alumni football games. And dude, I think it'd be hilarious if they did an alumni Dover Philly game every year.
Oh, I want to be on the commentary team for that one. I want to
be hilarious.
I want to be on you and me doing commentary.
And did it now. There's going to be guys playing who shouldn't be playing. Yeah.
You think you're pressing the mute button and it's going off. He used to piss his pants in 6th grade to get out of tests, right? All right, and back to the game, everybody.
But yeah, that would be pretty. You figure that 90% of the people that play were like under 25, but a couple guys be out there like should. Not only that, like it's hard to like just show up and play football, right? You get like,
oh yeah.
So I don't know.
That's why
it's a terrible idea, but I really wish that they would do alumni Dover Philly games. It'd be hilarious.
My arms are just and shoulders are not what they used to be, so I can't really do like shots anymore. But I'll skate around and kind of like help fucking plays and stuff. But like my hand-eye coordination has gone completely from when I was on fucking ADHD medication.
I'll give you $50 if we can get an actual legitimate picture of you on the ice with a cigarette in your mouth.
It could be done.
It's gotta be lit. Can't be unlit.
I don't think I could do that.
Well,
maybe I could ask.
Maybe if you have to do unlit, you got to like smoke it down halfway. It can't be like an untouched cigarette. It doesn't look funny. It has to be at least like a half of one that has been
with like a little smoke coming off.
Maybe, or get a fake one. I don't know if it looks good.
Well, yeah, cigarettes. They don't make those anymore though because they're too appealing to kids. Fuck you. So I actually found a Mark 10 recently.
How about a cigar? That'd be funny too. Could we do a cigar?
I could do a cigar. I could stop. There's a couple cigar places I know up here that I've.
Although cigarette is funnier for some reason, but cigar would be funny too.
Nah, yeah. Put like a little like have
like a little pipe. Like,
good sir, I tell you.
Like smoking a Brogan.
There's actually there's a dispensary up here that I'm eyeing. A pipe vape.
Oh, gross. When you said pipe, I'm like, nice. And you said vape, and it's been terrible.
I'm thinking about getting this pipe vape. Like, something about it's got little like embers. It's like $200 though. That's my only problem with it. Is it's $200. If it was like 100, it's already
ruining
in my
pipe.
cart.
Ruining pipe with the word vape is like saying you're gonna get a top hat. Like I found a really nice top monster hat. Has the M on it.
I had a vape pipe years ago. Actually, when I was like heavily still into like the nicotine vape stores and going to the.
That sounds awful.
Events and stuff. Yeah, I bought it was a blue one. I want an actual pipe though, like a wood handle, but it has like embers that burn and you just press a side button or something and you inhale that way. I want something like that. More than I want to breathe. I bring it on stage with me, Tim. I would bring that thing on stage with me to the just groans of all of Cleveland comedy. Is just set that thing on the fucking thing and just not even acknowledge that it exists. But it's like, is that a pipe? It's a vape, thank you. And then just go into my jokes about being a fancy man with a vape pipe.
You go from open mic to open mic with your sit down bicycle, like one of those.
Just when
Your aerodynamic helmet.
Oh no. I'd throw myself into fucking Lakewood traffic if I ever got to that point.
Hemp flip flops.
I would do any kind of flip flop, really.
Dude, flip flops are the most unpractical. Like I'm anti flip flop. I hate flip flops. They're stupid. That's I have Crocs. Crocs do everything flip flops can do, and they're better for all terrain. They're easier to walk in. They make fucking sense. All right. If somebody throws knives at your feet, which could happen at any time, don't laugh at me. There could be a fucking foot knifer fucking throwing blades at people's toes. All right. You're good in the Croc. You're not good in flip flops. Now you only got 4 toes left.
Man,
take your pinky out. You're all off balance. Oh, the biggest thing is men's feet are some of the fucking grossest things on it. Like, even clean men's feet are fucking gross. So no man should ever wear flip flops because you're a piece of shit and you don't care about what other people think if you wear flip flops. Wearing flip flops to me is the same as taking your shoes off in a plane.
Yeah, I don't do
flip flops in a plane and no shoes, same thing.
I would do flip flops on a plane though.
Dude, when I know you would, of course you would. I mean, I do Crocs on a plane, but I had socks on. And I probably will do that. Oh, you know what? I think I already decided I'm taking my Adidas. I'm gonna take my Hey Dudes because I want a flip on, flip off shoe. But Crocs. Yeah, I think I took my Crocs last time we went to Vegas. I'm pretty sure, but I only wore them like in the casino. When we did actual walking, I wore my Adidas. I think I don't know. Same shoes I have now. Although I do have a pair of Hey Dudes now.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't look at your feet, so I can't really like.
I didn't expect you to. I'm assuming you were wearing some sort of ska shoe.
I was wearing my checkered Vans, my beautiful checkered Vans as always. 60 before my shoes made me a Superman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got those because of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, motherfucker.
Okay.
Pulse is here. He's getting everything set up in his thing. He'll be joining us in a second.
Okay. You know what? I text him or I messaged him that I didn't look to see if he messaged me back.
Oh, God damn it, Tim. You get all worried about for nothing.
I know, right? Well, we're having a good conversation about, I can't remember what.
But no, yes, Colby was the reason that I bought those shoes anyway. I mean,
let's have a serious conversation about Sean Penn.
What, that he's a total fucking loser?
He's something, man. Good actor, man. But
he's a good actor, but he's a fucking moron.
He's at the point now that I'll see like a Sean Penn movie pop up, and maybe like one like, oh, I didn't see this one, but I'm like, I don't want to watch it. Like, yeah. Sean Penn, don't need to watch it, man. Don't need to watch it.
I didn't even hear about his latest controversy, but I have to say, his turn in Carlito's Way. Y'all seen Carlito's Way, right?
It's been a long time.
I don't know if I had, to be honest with you.
Oh my gosh!
Although I worked with a guy who would tell you every 3 seconds that he was in Carlito's Way.
Oh, really?
Salazar. As in Carlito's Way.
Well, I'm just gonna say this, my personal opinion, and what's up, friends? If you're still in the chat, everybody else.
Oh shit! Yeah, you something happened. Sorry, Paul. There's technical difficulties.
Am I audible?
You are, yeah. We're talking. It's on Ray's end.
No, I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paul. Mm-hmm.
My personal opinion. Some people sound crazy.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one. I've heard that from other people too. And honestly, I'm pretty sure I saw Scarface. I don't think I saw Carlito's Way. So I don't know. So a couple of those movies just kind of got past me. And you know what? When those real old movies get past you, you have to be in a mood to watch a movie from the 70s because everything's different. The pacing's different. You know, you have to want to pay attention. You know.
No, listen, I'm a fan. I am a fan of cinema. I really am.
So am I.
I was thinking about switching up the content from MMA to movie reviews, but like, here's the thing: as big of a fan of movies as I am to this day, there's one movie that is quite popular that I've never seen. I believe I mentioned it on here before. It is a movie starring Mel Gibson by the name of Braveheart. I've never seen
Braveheart.
You know what? I just started watching Braveheart again. I only watched like the first 10 minutes of it the other day, but I think I might finish it. It's like a 3-hour movie. But no, Braveheart's good, man. But it's one of those where you got to be in the mood to watch a movie. Put your phone somewhere else, you know. Especially any movie that was made before the time that we were on a phone, this is the last 10 years or so. You gotta put your phone away from that shit, man. Because I mean, now that TV and movies are made purposely what they call second screen.
Yeah.
So like you could like look at your phone and not miss too much. Like they do that shit on purpose. So so back in the day, you kind of have to like fucking lock your phone up. That's why I like going to movies. This is the one time I just fucking focus. I have ADD. You know, if I know my phone, I can't have my phone on me, I'm watching the fucking movie. So
no, you know what? I totally agree. Streaming has ruined a lot of that. Like going to the movies was an experience as a child. Like I don't want to.
I still go. I mean, people talk about it like it's gone. It's not gone.
It's not.
And I go a lot. I go like at least once a month.
I feel like it's phasing out though. Like a lot of productions are going straight to Hulu and Netflix and stuff.
Well, those are also bad ideas, Paul's. Like those you can't.
There are. I can say I can't remember the last movie that went straight to streaming when I was like, "Fuck, this is good." The first Dune, but that only went straight to streaming because of COVID. So after that, I mean, I can't remember a Netflix original movie that I was like, "Oh, this was sweet." No,
okay. Some movies are actually are perfectly formatted for a big screen. Have you ever seen the movie with Nicolas Cage called Snake Eyes?
I don't know if I saw Snake Eyes.
Oh my God, I didn't know it existed.
Oh my gosh, great movie! I highly recommend whenever you get a chance. If you have an hour or two to free to yourself on a Saturday when you're not doing something, check that out. But as great as that movie is, on a big screen, it was epic. It really was epic. And
well, it helps every movie, man. Like it
does, but that one in particular, like if you'll know exactly when you see that movie. Like I'll remember, I'll never forget when I was a kid, I snuck into the movie Eyes Wide Shut. You know?
Of all the movies, like change your life.
No, I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I've made the joke on here before. Like
you're going to your friends in school the next day, like, dude, we got to get some fucking masks.
Bro, like I wasn't supposed to be in there because it was obviously I think it was lowered to R. At one point it was NC-17 or something like that. I believe.
I have no idea.
I wasn't supposed to be in there. And when I snuck in and watched it. But in any event, some movies are just better on the big screen.
I think
some, yes.
I couldn't tell you which movie isn't better. I mean, some might not be a whole lot better, but I don't know if anyone that would be worse.
Sure. No, okay, well that's true. But I'm saying like that movie in particular, Snake Eyes. If you watch it now, the only way you could watch it is on a device.
Right.
But if you watch it, and you know, if ever you watch it and you have a review of it, I just want you to imagine it on a big screen, and I'm sure you will come to the agreement that yes, it would be 10 times better.
I believe that, but like I said, I also believe that just about every movie is that. I don't think any movie that like, oh, this would be better if I was watching it at home. I mean, when I saw Killers of the Flower Moon, that's like a 3.5 hour movie, and I saw it in the theater. And now, luckily, I was at a theater with the reclining seats. If I went to the one down the street that didn't have that, I probably would have left. Although I liked the movie; it was a good movie. But if I watched it at home, I probably would have watched it like in 3 segments, like.
Okay.
Like I watched the Kevin Costner Western. What's it called? I can't remember the name of it. No, the new one. The new one.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Anyway, there's like 4 of them that are coming out. They're all like 3 hours long or some shit. Anyway, he was one came out, and then the other one was supposed to come out 2 months later, but it didn't do very well, so they pushed it. It hasn't even came out yet. It's supposed to come out months ago. Anyway, but I watched it and I liked it. But it was 3 hours long, and I watched it at home, so I watched it in like hour increments. So, the reason I didn't go see it in the theater was because it was 3 hours long. So,
also, out of his how many movies has Tarantino made? 9 so far, right?
I think it's 9. Yeah.
Okay, out of all of them, the Western is the only one I haven't seen. What's it called?
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight, really good movie.
Yeah, that's the only one I haven't seen.
Super long though.
That's what I heard. That's why when
that's one that's like, it's slow because
that's how I'm gonna have to watch it, probably in pieces.
It's well, you know what? Netflix had the extended version on there that was like an extra 2 hours, but they did it in episodes. There was like 4 episodes of it.
Yeah, because like whenever the movie, have you guys seen The Irishman?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I haven't seen. I know about The Irishman. I haven't watched it. I'm gonna watch.
I didn't have I would sit and binge watch TV, so I didn't have a problem watching a 4-hour movie on my couch.
Yeah, like that's the only thing.
I do that all the time anyway.
When I started watching it, it dawned on me like right when they got to the third act, I'm like, bro, I've been sitting here for like 2 hours already. Like, what are we? Because they're like,
you don't have to watch it all. You don't have to watch it all at once, But the thing is, if I'm liking something, I try to, because it was meant to be watched in one sitting, right? So that's a movie. It's not a TV show. So I try, but sometimes I'm like, no, gotta go nap time.
Yeah, that was the Snyder Cut. Still like that for me. I can't get through a full thing of the Snyder Cut.
I doubt I watched it all the way through. In one sitting. I mean, I just watched Keira Knightley show on Netflix. Black Doves. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It's like a spy thing. It's thriller.
Man,
I like it.
It really sucks that I gotta I have to wait till January fucking 6th for Monday Night Raw to get on Netflix. That's the only reason I bought it is so I can watch Netflix.
Paid for it.
I know, but there's nothing I want to really watch on there that I haven't already seen.
Wait, are you paying for it now?
Yeah, currently.
Okay, well, there's tons of shit. I just told you I just told you Black Dove.
I'll check Black Dove out. I'm waiting for Squid Game to come out on the 26th.
That's coming out.
That's another reason why I bought Netflix. Is I wanted to see.
I watched The Madness. That's not bad. That's watchable too. The
Madness
wasn't bad. Yeah, it's about a guy who plays like a writer / part-time CNN pundit who gets framed for a murder of a white supremacist.
Oh, God.
No, Ray, it's not that bad because both sides are after this guy. Can I take a guess on
something?
You can guess, but you're wrong though, because both sides are after this guy, which is actually funny.
The CNN reporter, is this fella a white gentleman as well?
No.
Okay. It's all as soon as you said the story, I'm like, I know what this is. I know the players. I know, I could envision the whole thing.
No,
you got the wrong guy, man.
There's it's like they call the group Antifa on steroids, right? And they're after this guy, and also the Nazis are after this guy. So he's getting it from both ends.
Good God.
I liked it. I didn't love the ending, but I did like it overall.
Can I ask you guys, what is
watched a great movie last night too. Go ahead, Paul. I'll get to it.
I was going to ask, what is the first movie that you guys remember ever watching?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Really? That was the first? Before
I was 11.
Kid movies?
Nah, not really. Believe it or not, Slapshot, Major League, Ghostbusters. We had all kinds of stuff that my dad ripped from HBO.
Maybe E.T. I definitely like some kids movies.
None of those kids movies ever appealed to me.
I do remember when I was probably first or second grade. My grandfather was watching us, and he's like, "You guys are gonna watch Star Wars." And we watched all 3 movies.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Star Wars too, yeah.
You need to get to that, Paul.
Fan of sci-fi, still haven't seen that, but I gotta say, the first movie that I can actually recall sitting down watching, I was actually watching it with my dad, It was I believe it was 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I
remember when I was at my dad's. You know, my dad lives in a different state, so we're visiting him, and he, like, my uncle and my cousins were over, and they put on this movie they thought was like a Roadhouse movie of some sort. It was called From Dusk Till Dawn, and it scared the shit out of me for years. I couldn't watch it for years because it freaked me out. I was a kid.
I remember watching.
That's still a great movie, right?
It is a great movie, and it wasn't until I was an adult I'm like, I gotta actually watch this movie. I'm like, oh, this movie's sweet.
I remember, like, my dad would always have on, like, John Wayne movies. That was one big thing that, like, we would always watch. Where, like, Patton was also a movie when I was a kid I fucking loved, with George C. Scott talking about the general.
Okay, I would like you guys. I cannot make you, but I would like you guys to be absolutely honest with me.
Okay.
Can you name an instance where you actually cried at a movie?
Yes,
dude, all the time.
All the time.
What is it?
We're talking like there was only one. Get out of here.
Right.
There's multiple. There's times I'll cry during Major League, depending on my mood, like when they win.
That never got me.
Not
even an Indians fan. The last one that got me real good was Clerks 3. Clerks 3 got me fucking hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple for me. Have you ever seen the movie Z Boys?
I don't know.
Dogtown, as in the Dogtown Z Boys thing?
Yeah, the skateboarders. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the scene where the one kid he landed a trick wrong. He ended up getting paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
And so they take him when he's in the wheelchair and they start skating around with him to relive his thing. I get choked up thinking about it right now.
Yeah, the infamous dog bowl scene. Yeah.
Speaking of dogs, Marley and Me.
That and in Forrest Gump. Whenever
Forrest Gump?
Yes. With the scene. Whenever Bubba gets shot.
Mm-hmm.
And Forrest runs back to him, because that's Forrest's only friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he removes the leaves and you see his intestines hanging out. And he's like, I'm getting cold, man. And he's like, oh shit. So that one kind of choked me up. But other than that, no, it's really the only two I can think of.
Marley and Me got me. Coco got me. One of the first ones I remember, I was younger, but it got me hard, was The Green Mile.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They put John Coffey to death, man. He didn't deserve it. He didn't do anything wrong. He was one of God's miracles. They fucking put him down.
Right. He breathed those fireflies out that woman's mouth and stuff. Yeah.
Right. And not only that, but like, everyone on death row who's doing it is well aware that he did not commit that crime and he is a miracle.
Right.
So yeah, dude, that's rough. Green Mile's a great movie.
Yeah.
Great Michael Clark Duncan.
I haven't seen that movie in a very, very long time either. Shawshank. I cry at Shawshank. When Andy finally gets out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I never cried at it, but that is a good, like, that really is, like, if you want to know what is a movie is a masterpiece, like, that really is a masterpiece of a movie.
Some people say it's the greatest movie of all time. That's on a lot of lists. That's one of the best movies ever.
It's of that ranking.
I recently saw one, like, it's the most rewatchable movie. I don't know what that means, but I mean, it's up there. I mean, if you ask someone their favorite movie and they say Shawshank, you'd be like, all right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I'm not gonna fight you. I might not agree completely, but it's not gonna be much of a fight.
Yeah. No, it really is a masterpiece of a movie.
But also, Green Mile is another Stephen King movie. Those are.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And it kind of gets shouted out in what was that show that he was doing for a while? I'm talking. Fuck. It wasn't Dairy. It wasn't Welcome to Dairy. It was something else. Like it was.
Who?
It was on Amazon. It was on Stephen King had that show on Amazon Prime or Hulu, but it was like I can't remember.
Oh, 1963.
No. It was recent. It was recent.
No,
but it
that
was
one
like
wasn't-
references to his things in a
Oh.
like city in Maine, where like the whole neighborhood is basically his characters come to life kind of thing.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one. But
It was
that
pretty
that
good.
that one with James Franco, 1963 or whatever it is pretty good too. Like the dude has a diner that has a portal to 1960 at his diner.
That's awesome. I need to check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a whole series. I was on Hulu. I don't know what it's on now. If it's on anything.
Castle Rock.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Castle Rock's pretty good. It's got Bill Skarsgård in it, and not as it. It's kind of
Dude, I need to see The Crow.
you.
I mean, I watch it when it's free. I watch when it's free. I
You
watch.
not seen The Crow either?
No. Talking about the new Crow.
The new one with Bill Skarsgård in it.
Oh, I don't care.
They remade it, and it's supposed to be
How
more
could
of an
Bill
accurate
Skarsgård
depiction.
Look how he looks when his brother is like a perfect human specimen.
Yeah, one of them always has to come out. I mean, we have brothers.
I mean, he's not bad looking. He's just compared to his brother. He's got those eyes. He's got those fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Buscemi
One of them
eyes.
always has to have a defect. Like what? Like I mean, we all have brothers.
Got that fucking Nookie Thompson eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got real Buscemi's going on.
That's what I said. I said Buscemi's before.
You said Nucky Thompson, but Buscemi's
No, I said Buscemi. I said Buscemi, but I wasn't sure if you heard me. Obviously, you didn't.
Oh.
So instead of saying the joke again, I made it a different kind of joke. What now?
I was just gonna say, like, in terms of actors' faces, like, to this day, Willem Dafoe, that guy is
Very talented.
No, he is a very talented. He's
He's
extremely talented.
He's up there, dude. He's the man. Anytime I see that with the foes and anything, I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot.
Man, to this day, I'm sure you guys have seen Boondock Saints, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
how did you hear about that? Like my friends in school were like, dude, you have to see this fucking movie.
A girl I was dating at the time told me about
I think
it.
everyone has like a dude. Everyone's like, dude, have you seen this movie? At the fucking.
They're usually Irish as fuck too, and really like into being Irish. A lot of them.
No, so my 1 year of college, that's when I got put onto it, and I'm like, I don't remember this in theaters, and they were like, it didn't. I don't think it got released.
Not really.
Yeah, or didn't? Did it have a theatrical release?
It had a very small one, I believe, like a few theaters.
Well, I just remember like we were in. I'll never forget. We were in Buccaneer dorm. Shout out to everybody at Blinn JUCO. We were in the dorm room watching it, and I remember the opening scene when dude yokes the toilet up when he's handcuffed behind the toilet. I'm like, man, this is great. Like, and yeah. So
The story of that movie is wild. Like, it wasn't like the Weinsteins wanted that script bad, and that dude Troy Duffy, he I don't know how they got in front of him, but they were courting that guy hard because they were like, this script is amazing. But then I think Duffy wanted, maybe it's because he wanted to direct. It was a whole thing, and eventually the Weinsteins are like, fuck you, dude, no. And then he ended up doing it independently. But and then it got like a 4-theater release, and then it didn't do shit. But then years later, and back then it was all word of mouth, and that's all I heard about it. It was all word of mouth, and eventually it made money on fucking sales, VCR, DVD sales.
That movie is so fucking wild, but at the same time, like, I love it because also like pro wrestlers used it in their theme songs for a while as well.
Of course they did.
Yeah, it was a firefight. I think that was like Austin Aries or somebody had that as their like part of their entrance music or whatever back when that was fashionable. But yeah, dude, I mean, that movie, I don't seek it out. Every time I hear it on Are You Garbage, I'm very happy because that's the reference that I want.
That's funny. That is funny though. You're right. I used to have a copy of that in DVD. I sold it.
I never owned it. I only knew people that owned it. I never wanted to buy a DVD copy.
100% had it. It was cool too. It was like special edition and shit. Oh. It was a cool DVD. That's one thing I miss about DVDs, man, is all the extra features. I miss that shit.
Yeah.
I gotta say this. Y'all was speaking about Bill Skarsgård earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some guys you can never really tell like that in real life. They're
how many chromosomes they have? I'm sorry, what?
No, how tall they are. Like that guy is 6'5", right?
His what?
He's 6'5".
Skarsgård is that tall?
Yes.
Wow.
And the same thing with Ben Affleck. Like in real life, he's like 6'5".
Huh.
He's not 6'5".
Yes. Look it
I
up.
bet he's 6'2".
No.
All right, I'll look it up.
Look it up.
He might be 6'4". I don't know.
After
You get 6'4", you get goofy.
Well, I didn't realize, it took me. I don't know why, but I just came to the realization a few years ago that
It's
Conan
6'2", Ben Affleck.
Somebody lied.
You did just now.
No, I heard
Henry Cavill
okay.
6'1". I didn't realize that.
Yeah, 6'2". Tim was right. You were wrong.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, okay. No, I know for a fact that in real life, Conan O'Brien is 6'6".
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, he's a very tall
Bill
man.
Skarsgård is 6'4". That's pretty tall.
Yeah. Okay. What did I say?
Yeah,
6'5", I think.
Dude, I just put like I was half-ass watching TV yesterday, so I put on something I've seen. I put on Jack Reacher, the movie, the first one with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is a badass. Always makes me laugh, dude. And he's a good actor, but I just and he's like 5'6". He's a tiny fella. And, they're always using camera tricks and.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm glad you mentioned that. Is it fair to say that Tom Cruise really is though? Like when we think of blockbuster movies, he really is the biggest movie star of all time, though, right?
Define movie star.
I mean, in terms of like box office appeal and blockbusters, like, and then a wide array of
like which actor is you're gonna make movie money if he's in your movie, no matter what.
Okay, but understand in terms of his filmography, like it's not just blockbusters. Like he's been in everything from The Outsiders to Collateral to to even what was that one where he was in Japan? He was a samurai or something like that.
The Last Samurai,
yeah.
So he's
he's definitely up there for sure. I mean, DiCaprio's up there too. He put him in something he's just gonna make money. Denzel's up there too. But he's definitely up there.
Okay, and I believe I've asked this before, but I forget your answer, so I'll ask it again. In terms of y'all's rating, who would you say is a better actor, Keanu Reeves or Johnny Depp?
Yeah, you asked this one before, and
Johnny Depp.
100% Johnny Depp. I like Keanu Reeves a lot, but he doesn't have range. Like, think of the most rangy character he's ever done is fucking Bill and Ted. Which one is he? Is he Ted? Which one? No, he's Bill. Which one is he?
No.
That's the most rangy character he's ever done.
No. I hear what you're saying.
Neo was rangeful.
No, it wasn't. All those other characters are just Keanu Reeves.
No.
Everyone except for Ted.
I have to correct you. His turn in the movie The Devil's Advocate, it was actually deep. Like if you got to admit that if you've seen
it was still him. It was still just him.
He wasn't Neo in that. He wasn't John Wick in
he was Keanu in that.
No,
Keanu the lawyer.
Okay, well, I'd like Okay, yeah, no, I would have. I probably have to agree.
About the same and everything, man.
I would have to
Bill
agree.
And Ted.
Certainly, Johnny Depp.
Not saying I don't like him. Don't think I'm saying I don't like Keanu Reeves. Keanu's the man.
Okay, that's what
you asked me who's a better actor, and because
that's the question I should ask. Yes, we would all agree. I think unilaterally we would agree that Depp is a better actor. But who do you like more in movies?
Well, that's not fair either, because then it just depends. Are you saying which movies I like better? I mean, they both kill it in everything they're in. But the thing about Depp is you don't know what you're going to get from him, right? You're going to get a different person every time. Keanu, you're just going to get a different Keanu. Basically the same Keanu Reeves, but as a tweak, he has a different job or something like that. But he's great in things. He's great in things. But I don't know. Push, I guess.
The knock on Johnny Depp is that he's basically Jack Sparrow and everything that he's in nowadays. He's sort of animated like that, but
it's the same character. I don't know.
So it's like, you know how like they say like Adam Sandler after Madison and Gilmore, he like mailed it in. He's like the same guy and everything after that.
I don't know.
Well, no, I mean,
you look at movies like Spanglish and fucking
Spanglish. He's Punch Drunk Love is an amazing movie, and he has a really unique character in Punch Drunk Love.
Never saw that one either, but I did.
Dude,
see
you
the
had
one
to see
about
Punch Drunk Love, dude. Paul
I did
Thomas
see the
Anderson.
one
You had
with
to
the
see
stone with Kevin Garnett in it. What was it called?
Uncut Gems. That's great too. And then even movies that weren't that good, like Hubie Halloween and Sandy Wexler, he played unique characters, although those movies were silly.
Okay, no. What I mean to say is, in his comedies, they say he's basically
those were comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he plays different characters in his comedies. I mean, like I said, Hubie Halloween and Sandy Wexler, he played like wacky characters. They weren't very good movies, but he didn't phone it. He played weird characters. Dude, Ridiculous Six. Remember that thing?
I have not watched that movie.
I don't even know what that is.
It's something. It's something. It's like a western. It's like a spoof on like Hateful Eight kind of thing. It's like a comedy western. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never actually.
I forget who was all in it. I know Schneider's in it. I forget who else.
Paul or Two Joints, you're wrong. Sorry, buddy, you're just wrong. Keanu is not a better actor than Johnny Depp. I'm sorry.
Dude, he's home team Canada here.
I get that, but no, Tim. USA.
No, that makes sense now. Yes, is Keanu Reeves is Canadian?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Well,
that's why he's so nice. That's why people like him.
He really is though. Him and Santa, they're like the most genuine guys in Hollywood, apparently, unless they have us all fooled.
Probably.
Well, everyone has an asshole side, except Christian Bale.
Oh, good for you. One of my favorite fucking things ever was him flipping. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing, Tim. Oh boy.
Facts.
I'm sure. I also saw the Taron Egerton movie with Jason Bateman called Carry On. That's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's fine.
I don't even know what's it about.
Taron Egerton plays a TSA agent, and Jason Bateman is a bad guy who's trying to get him to help him get something through customs.
Oh, sweet
or
Jesus.
through TSA. That's basically the. Hey Tim, did you know Crosby is number 2 behind Ovechkin? It's best player in the last 2 years. I do know that. I do know that Ovechkin is the best player of the last 10 years.
Was this voted by people under rocks, or are they just like?
No, there was just everyone other than people in Pittsburgh. There was just everyone except for except for Yinzers. Every non-Yinzer. Also, I like that you sent me that thing. There's like a lower level women's soccer team in Pittsburgh called the Pittsburgh Yinzers. First thing I thought, I'm like, dude,
oh, there'll be those fucking t-shirts made. That's
Yinzers.
Yeah, there'll be some Yinzers. They'll call themselves the Yinzers or the Rosies, probably like the fan sections. Name will be something like that, or the Riveteers or some shit. I don't know. I just love the fact that there's 2 teams now in Pittsburgh because they have that stadium there.
Neither of them are top tier. They're both at the lower level.
Yeah, it's USL. It's not like it's
I didn't know they had USL Women's League.
I didn't either. I just knew the Riverhounds were USL because it's plastered everywhere on Station Square. So that stadium's right by a hotel, which is kind of cool.
I want Cleveland to get a soccer team.
I wish we had
sport called
an actual pro hockey team and not like a minor league team. That'd be nice.
It wouldn't make any sense. I mean, they're talking. I saw there was a list of like 5 potential cities for expansion. And,
Houston should be one of them at least.
Houston was on there with Phoenix.
Bring back the old Arrows logos and those like powder blue uniforms.
I forget who else, but Cincinnati was on the list.
Cincinnati, no,
and Omaha.
Oh, well, that would be Gary Bettman's choice, I think, because he always makes bad choices to begin with.
I would love that, dude. I think Nebraska needs a pro sports team. Dude.
The Omaha Tumbleweeds.
Yes.
I'd be for like Oklahoma City getting a fucking team. Call them like the
Forget what other-
tornadoes or
it
some
was-
shit.
It was those 4 cities. There was one more. It wasn't Vancouver. I don't know. It was the article was about
Vancouver
how
already has the Canucks.
not Vancouver. Well, where are the Nordics? Where are they from?
Oh, the Nordiques. You're talking about Montreal.
Montreal. Okay.
Montreal, I don't
Montreal.
think could support a team. I don't think they could support anything
What?
in that.
They don't have a team.
fucking-
They had the Canadians.
Well, oh yeah, they do, don't they?
Huh.
I thought that. Oh wait, I thought they played outside of the fucking city.
Wow.
That city's wild. But yeah, I forgot about the Canadians.
But anyway,
Everybody
they said-
forgets about the Canadians. Nobody gives a shit about them anymore.
Mm-hmm. And
Quebec, yeah, the Quebec Nordiques, yeah.
yeah, but Montreal was in Quebec.
Yeah, but they had 2 teams for a
I
while,
gotcha.
and so they
But,
moved.
okay,
to
but they said it's not
Colorado.
going to be them. There was one more city they said. I can't remember which city it is. You know what I didn't know till very recently? Where
What?
the Carolina Hurricanes play. I didn't know that. I just assumed.
Oh yeah, the state of North Carolina. You didn't know that?
No, I knew that. I just assumed they played in Charlotte.
Oh,
They don't they?
They play in Raleigh. I didn't know that. I
Raleigh,
just thought
yeah.
it was assumed it was Charlotte, but no, they play in Raleigh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's not many cities that I'd want them to fucking be in any because Dallas. I mean,
So you don't,
the
you
Stars
don't
really. The Stars
don't
were
need
on a
that many
roll for a
teams.
while.
No league should ever go above 32 teams. That gets ridiculous after that. I mean, baseball's at 30. I think they're good at 30. I don't think we need we don't need a team in Austin or Charlotte. We don't need that shit. Nashville. We don't need any of that.
Yeah, well, Nashville would be one that I could see benefiting from a team because it's just based on the growth of the city.
It's fine. They don't need them. I mean, I think if we go anywhere, well, number one, I really wish it would go back to Oakland, but that's not going to happen.
Utah makes more sense having a hockey team than it does a basketball team.
They've had a basketball team for years.
I know, but and I actually just saw something from what was the movie or the HBO show about the winning time when they were talking about somebody got traded to the Lakers from the Jazz. It was like who puts a team in Utah and they end up being the fucking Jazz or whatever. But Utah's hockey team, I'm kind of excited to see what their marketing team is going to name them.
I don't think they should do it. I think they should stay with what they have. Just be
No,
Utah.
not the Utah Hockey Club.
Just be
That's
Utah. Utah forever. Do it. Just Utah.
I mean, I would love it if
Soccer
they
does it.
the Yetis or something. That'd be kind of fun.
I think they think Yetis is the front runner, but they announced
That'd
it
be
yet.
fun. I would rather have a team in Salt Lake than I expect a team in Salt Lake City before I expect anything else.
The only city I think baseball should expand into is go back to Montreal, put the Expos back. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, well, unless I can find a way to get to Oakland again, but it's not going to happen. But
No.
unless everything changes in Oakland, then no. Unfortunately, because I'm still pretty bummed at the fact that I feel bad for Oakland fans. They lost their football team and their baseball team.
so when will they decide on an expansion team?
No, I don't know. Whenever they do, man, they just talk about it, and then I don't know, 1 year it'll just pop up. I'm sure.
Yeah, it
idea.
takes years to really get it franchise off the ground, especially in the NHL, because you have to have, I think, certain arena stuff that they got to do. And
Well, I mean, the NHL is obviously in hot expansion time. They just added, 2 teams.
I'm just
and then,
saying.
the Knights have only been 5 years, right?
yeah,
We have hosted, albeit an IHL team. We have hosted this city has hosted a hockey team before, and it's as far as the arena,
No,
all you do is turn the floor into ice, right?
well, it's also, there's
scheduling issues, but yes.
scheduling
saying,
issues
A
too.
few years back, NHL team just popped up in Las Vegas, right? So it's they could just build a
But they don't have an NBA team to compete with yet. That's
Yet, have you seen the renderings of?
yes,
the
it looks gorgeous, and I want to stay in that hotel.
Yeah, we can't afford that shit. Oh, they also said that You're not going to call it the Galileo, but it was just like a placeholder name for the renderings. So they don't know what they're going to call it yet. But there's 2 hotels opening next year, Hard Rock, and then that the one on the south end, Dream.
Okay, I haven't heard about Dream.
Yeah, I just heard about it. It's small. It's like 500 hotel rooms.
Interesting.
But it's gonna be next to, I think, Mandalay Bay. I think.
Okay.
Close to where the stadium's gonna be.
I dig.
But anyway, yeah, that Galileo looks fucking sweet. But or whatever they call it, but it has an arena attached to it. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, Vegas. That's the reason I go there on vacation, because there's just so much to do. This is the actual like shape of the building that they're putting in.
The Galileo.
Yeah, this one right here.
Tentatively called the Galileo. Yeah.
With the
Looks
swoop
like
right there.
Alan said he'd take me back to Vegas if I lost 50 pounds. I'm like, well, which hotel are we talking about? If you're telling me we're going to the Excalibur, then I'm not going.
Circus. He stays at
Circus. Yeah, I told him that. I'm like, Ray won't even stay at Circus, so that was Circus.
That's a different kind of scum. That
I can't believe that thing's still there. Honestly, like who stays at it? No one. Who stays at Circus?
Psychopaths.
I feel like maybe if you have kids, but I feel like that's everyone's last choice. And there's other hotels. Sometimes Circus is more expensive than New York. New York's a nice hotel.
Yeah, but still, they have like roller coasters and shit like that.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to Circus and their carny bullshit.
And like you look at prices, and sometimes they're not cheaper than some of the other hotels on the strip. Sometimes the Luxor's cheaper. Like
I wish they'd sell that fucking the Circus to like Disney and fucking blow it up.
Anyway, I told him if I'm losing weight, I want to stay at Venetian or Aria.
I'd say Caesar's Palace. That way you'd walk around in just a toga going, look at my weight loss, peasants.
I'm trying to build up some Caesar rewards points now.
On the sports book.
Well, I have literally 2 points on the sports book. And then but when I check in, I should get like 500 or something. But the thing is, I should have did that when we went to Horseshoe. I can't believe I did. I don't know why I didn't. Should have.
I was gonna say, for your trip coming up, have you already booked the hotel, or you know where you're gonna stay?
Yeah, we're staying at Planet Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it seems it's just pretty solid. I mean, the thing about Planet Hollywood is it seems like one of the most convenient ones. It's right in the middle of everything, and also they have like convenience stores close to the middle of the casino, and they have that Miracle Mile, which is basically a mall, and they have tons of restaurants within just the hotel part and the Miracle Mile. There's like 20 restaurants. So, and we're seeing Shania Twain, and she's playing at PH Live, so that's right there too. So.
All right.
So well, it seems pretty solid. It should be fine. It has good reviews.
Vegas, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna book the travel lodge. I'm just.
Hey man, that's you. I couldn't do
that. Is on you for any amount of time you want to do that.
70% of the trip.
All you gotta do. Listen, I know how to safeguard myself. Okay, first and foremost, I'm just gonna bring. You can vouch for this, Ray. I'll bring a fogger for any bed bugs. Okay, I'll let it off in the room and let it clear out about an hour before
anyone can have bed bugs.
Hold on.
Yeah, bring that in the plane. Fucker.
Well, I'm sure I can. They have a Lowe's or something in Las Vegas or something I can buy. But I'm saying, sure. Also, I'll bring my own bed sheets, because here's my thing. I understand what you probably thinking. Okay, the travel lodge is a shady little hole in the wall. But my thing is, I don't care if it's the Bellagio or wherever. Every hotel you go to, I don't care how clean they think they are, it has to have some modicum of semen.
You want to go to Hold on. No, Tim, wait. You just triggered me in a way that I'm going to like.
You make your point, then I'll make mine, because I'm against this as well.
Pulse.
I'm going to bring some 409, some Ajax, and a bug bomb, and then I'm good. And then my own sheets.
Pulse. You're going to a travel lodge. It's basically a walking cum rag, or like a cum rag in a building. Like, at least at the fucking Venetian or fucking Circus shit. I'll tell you this. If you're really that like Go to Circus. If you're gonna stay at a travel lodge, you might as well just spend an extra like $50 and go to like.
No, I'm saying I looked on Trivago, and at least at that time, I swear it said like $17 a night. You can't beat that with a stick.
Yeah, because there's homeless pee and shit everywhere in that travel lodge.
I'm just saying, with the less money I spend on room and board, the more money I have to gamble with. So
yeah, but Pulse. I'm gonna hold on. We're gonna do this. And I'm just gonna bring up the remodeled suites for.
This is actually on the strip. I didn't actually know that. I thought it was somewhere else. So my first thought was like, dude, if you want to get to the strip, you're gonna have to pay money to get to the strip. But it's actually on the strip. But when you look at the prices, they're not that much different than fucking like Excalibur is about the same price as Travel Lodge, dude. Like what?
Really? on the website, a remodeled King Suite in the Rio. This is remodeled. $108 before fees. I would pay that.
Jay gets it. It's about trying to save some do-re-mi. You know?
Like salmonella. No, it's more AIDS and fucking. You don't know where a needle's been hidden behind anything at a fucking travel lodge.
Bro, it's like, I'm just saying, all of Vegas is like, I don't care. Even that's what I'm saying. Even if it's the MGM Grand, there's debauchery going on all over that city. So I mean,
of course, but you at least want the illusion.
Worse things happening at the fucking travel lodge than in the fucking.
Okay, here's the thing. You telling me, so if guys are having like a what do you call it before the dude gets married? He'll have a
bachelor party.
Bachelor party at the MGM Grand. You telling me he's not finna go all out, and they're they're like in a hotel suite, and it's not gonna be like they're gonna be on their best behavior and not like piss and throw up and come everywhere. Like it's gonna be. Just because
what kind of, first of all, what kind of human beings are you hanging out with? This is
man. When you're about to get married, you just come everywhere, right?
Yeah, you just pee in the corner like a wolf. It's okay.
Let's be honest, man. That's why people go to Vegas, so they can let loose and do things that they wouldn't normally do in their own.
I'm going to Vegas with my mom.
Okay, well that's wholesome, but most folks go to Vegas to engage in debauchery.
And last time I went, I didn't do here.
Paul,
it's called Sin City for a reason. That's what
I'm telling you. I will book you something on Expedia if I have to in Vegas for you to be like, oh yeah, Travelodge is shit. I'm gonna stay at the fucking Horseshoe next to where the fucking World Series of Poker thing is.
I mean, like unless I just show up there and like in the lobby they actually got like the imprint of like a chalk outline of where a body was just at recently. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what you're gonna get probably in the hallway of the walk up. Like you're not gonna fucking like you might get that at the fucking Venetian, but at least there'll be like cool little like stanchions around it that look like, you know, fucking Roman columns. I'm fine with that. I don't want just a fucking thing. The big casinos will fucking dress that shit up for you.
Okay, well, honestly, this is why I really want to get into van life, because I feel like if I had like one of those nice excursion vans, I could just sleep in the, you know what I'm saying? Oh, matter of fact, I don't know how to screen share on Streamlabs. Man, I gotta show you guys something, so I'm sending it to you in Discord.
It's pretty much the same thing, Pulse.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the little computer screen at the bottom that says share. Next to the React and all. Oh, I do forget I have the wait, can I add these? Nope, but I can't. I forgot we have these, Tim.
Great.
And then maybe once we bring Pulse into like a nice hotel, he'll be like this. Right? Luxury kid.
I'm trying to see if I can find like Travelodge, but like,
fuck.
The difference is not. It's not gonna make or break you. So,
I know that's
between Travelodge and like the Excalibur.
Pulse.
Okay, but here's my
all
thing.
you need for
The Excalibur is basically like the Motel 6 of resorts. Anyway.
Okay, but is it true that most all hotels they offer a free buffet, right?
No,
No, the buffets are never really like free unless you've gambled enough to where they're like, "Yeah, here's a free buffet, kid." Like, that's nothing is free except for sometimes the drinks, depending on what casino you go to.
I heard that most of them, like, it's
Used to be
just
all.
like if you, not even the high end ones, it's like comped if you stay there, and it's not the most extravagant. It'll be like eggs and
No,
toast
that may have been a thing in like the 60s,
1991.
70s, and not like those days. I never have gotten a free fucking buffet at any casino I've ever been to in Vegas, which is sad, but I because I'll spend a decent amount of coin just hanging around. So
yeah, man, my goal is to get at least something calm from Caesars with them. Now that I have points.
You know what? It is sad because I gotta say, when I was at the La Quinta in New Orleans, even they had they gave us, just for being there, they gave us little cereals and milks and stuff like that, and a little coffee.
Yeah, I mean, with Vegas though, they know they've got your fucking. They're gonna get your money no matter what. So it's basically just they throw, they'll throw a restaurant that is like breakfast infusion and have a special for like $12 a person kind of thing. Yeah, so a lot of the restaurants have deals. You just have to kind of look at where those deals
I've
are.
never been there, but I heard they even have slot machines at the airport. So that means like even on your way out of town, they're still trying to get you, right?
And I do play those on the way out just for to kill some time every once in a while. Yeah, it's put like $20 in and try and go.
Yeah, Berto, it depends on when you go. It's always,
Yeah, I always deal hunt whenever I'm doing like any of that shit.
Right. That's when we went to Horseshoe because Horseshoe had the best deal that week, and
that's why I went to Rio because it was like $32 after a holiday. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!"
Right, and that's why we're going to Planet Hollywood. I mean, it could have been a little bit cheaper if you went to. We stayed at like Hera, or if I was thinking about going that week by myself, I probably would have ended up at Harrah's. But although all the reviews are fucking terrible, so it kind of scared me off. But
I don't know. I'd say the Strat too. The Strat can get to like $20 depending on if they have like open rooms.
I'd say the link. I don't know what the Strat. Well, also because the Strat's so far away from everything. It's on the high north end there. So
yeah, but it's there, and plus also the $30 all you can drink at the LA Comedy Club is always the way. I'm looking forward, Tim, to that day where I can walk in and fucking and be like, can I get the $30 special, please? Thank you. And it'll just be Budweiser. Thank you very much. And just get fucking hammered.
How many Budweisers can you drink?
It's like 8, I think, 14, within an hour and a half. 15. That's free. And give the bartender like 15 that took care of me.
It depends on what I ate that day when I took not antidepressants, but my my gas pills last. All those things. How many beers I can drink. But yeah, like Roberto's saying, he says whatever. I mean, it's different every day you look, but it's like the Travel Lounge by Wyndham is like $97. It depends. Like Expedia, I'm not Expedia, but like Excalibur is probably about the same price as that always. And things people talk shit about Excalibur. It's only because it's old and it hasn't been updated in years. That's the reason it kind of sucks. But they say it's usually probably clean. It's just you look at it, it's like a Motel 6. But there's a casino there, and they have I don't know.
Yeah, Paul.
I mean, back in the day, they just haven't updated it in like 40 years.
You just got to be smart and hit at certain times. Like you got to look at like where like if you go especially if you go after like a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a great time because everything's open.
We're going the time we're going because I searched every week for months basically, and if I went by myself, I was thinking about going during the week. But
wait a minute, so you're saying
we're going the weekend we're going because of price? It depends. Just look. When we're going because of price. It was a cheap weekend compared to other weekends. That's why we're going, and that. Bergancy and we can go see Bergancy and Shania Twain that week, so that's cool too. So
yeah, that's cool. I got chipped out of my shit, man. I was pissed.
I say,
tell her.
If you guys are down, I say let's have a meetup in Houston since you guys are familiar with this area. And in February is the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
I thought you were moving.
I am, but that's right.
Not for a while, sir. He's got to save money.
No, I am. That is
for a box in East Cleveland.
Anyway, you can just be.
Do they have a radio? Radio. Do they have a rodeo up there?
No,
not like that.
Not like Houston's. Northern rodeo people go south for a lot of their stuff. And I've had customers who have.
We have county fairs that have some little bit of stuff, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, we don't go full out. There's no stadium rodeo up here.
Well, there's ones that I went to one once at Cleveland,
travel,
but it's a touring one. Yeah,
it's like PBR,
professional PBR. Did Endeavor buy that yet?
Huh? I'm surprised that's not the sponsor.
I thought Endeavor was buying PBR. Professional bull riding, not
but I'm talking about they've never been a sponsor of the Professional Bull Riding Association.
Berto, I love you, man. We don't have to do that. Although it's funny because there's been a back and forth between me and my mother and me trying to talk her into at least one place nice to go to, and she shuts them all down. I'm you got to make a reservation. She's like, well, I don't want to go here. So it's been a whole thing. I'm like, if I could just afford to pay for both of us, we'll just go wherever and you just see the free food. But I don't know. I keep asking. I'm like, what about Hell's Kitchen? I heard that's decent. I don't know.
I have no idea.
But yeah, Berto, I love you, man. But you don't have to do that, man. I appreciate you though.
And Berto, you don't have to be so goddamn right. Okay, why you gotta bring facts into this show? The facts have no place in this show.
What, with the MGM?
No, the would bang a female barrel rider, which I would.
That's 2 joints. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. 2 joints. Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't read the thing. That was my bad.
But yeah, no, he's not wrong. I've seen a few of those. But
ooh, tired.
Pulse, you there? Hello, Pulse.
I'm here. Fellas.
All right. I can't see you. Why are you in the dark?
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to, if I may.
Oh boy,
do whatever you want.
No, I just wanted to share. You got to see this thing. This is. I can figure this out. This is if you won the lottery, you would buy this.
Oh boy.
I can't see what we got here.
Is it sharing?
Yeah, it's there. I see
Earth Roamer.
Hi, I'm Bill Swales, founder and CEO of Earth Roamer. I'm very pleased to present the most advanced expedition vehicle ever made, the Earth Roamer LTI.
He was found in his Earth Roamer.
A Winnebago.
2 days later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna advance this.
Body.
Did Joe Rogan design this?
Frameless, proving our designs.
Yeah, it does look like
it's Earth Roamer LTI.
All the details of, and we're going to be doing it in 2 different parts. So this is going to be the interior walkthrough. Be sure to also check out our exterior walkthrough, where we're going to be talking about the new shell construction, as well as vehicle capabilities and things like that. All right, so we're going to start off in the bunk area up here.
I'm too fat.
We're very excited about how much space it now feels like you have up there.
Yeah, he'd probably break
that's all based around our spacious king-size mattress, which can
weight
be upgraded to a California king-size mattress, depending on storage options. You also have 2 windows on the sides now, which makes a total of 4 windows in the bunk. Gives you a lot more air and light in there without sacrificing any of the insulation.
Pulse, you going on the run, buddy?
25 insulation in the entire camper.
No, but I'm saying
this switched to our all-glass windows. Really good at insulating. Are going to be
2 joints is a good question.
Phone.
Is that the travel lodge?
For charging, it's very comfortable to reach and very easy to find. A lot of great storage options in the bunk. Nice for long cabinetry.
Okay.
You going off the grid, buddy?
Emergency or in case
I'm thinking.
They got solar panels.
Lock the doors.
Honestly, yeah. See, and honestly, where 2 joints lives, this would be perfect.
It can pull air for if you want carbon monoxide. We have.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a leak.
designed in-house
Slider that like want
as
to
a
fight
secondary monitor when you're working. We can
buying
also
a
swing it
Winnebago
all the
and
way
moving
down
to
to the
Oregon.
window and have it opposing this couch here, and you can recline the couch, get very comfortable. It's a great place to watch a movie. This is very exciting.
What's the gas mileage on that thing?
Like our battery capacity, what our
like 5 yards per gallon, but it's like it's probably gonna cost you a grip to fill up the tank, but still, look, it's got a movie projector.
Heat out in the summer, and then pulling down from the top.
What do you need this for?
It's not a need; it's a want. Like, let's be real. I want.
Why would you need it?
Countertops.
I mean, if you want to travel, you can just go
Set up a
places
kitchen in a
and
different way. Over here we have the sink setup.
Okay.
The sink is running off of our water pump, and it
matches
question. All the accents very nicely.
If I were to buy
underneath,
okay.
with custom oak faces for this wood finish, we have different wood finish nice features. All right, and here we have the sink base for washing your hands. Underneath we have a control
toilet and everything inside of a
bathroom door
inside of this truck.
Okay.
Everything is exactly.
Okay. Here's my thing, right? Okay. My question is, do you think it's possible that I could just buy like a gutted out Winnebago and like fabricate all of that was inside of what I just showed you, buying parts from like Temu?
I don't know about Temu. I mean, people bug out vans all the time, but the shower would be a problem, right? The shower would be hard.
Sure.
But I mean, you could. I mean, John Gunther lives in a van, I think. Still,
yeah.
And he doesn't even live in a fancy van. He just lives in a van. So I don't know, man. Listen, if this is something you say that you would win the lottery and buy one, I would buy a tour bus. If I needed a vehicle,
I would
like
buy that, and I wouldn't even care about a house. Like, I would straight up just travel in that thing.
I mean, I travel, but I stay at hotels, buddy. I don't know.
I would need a travel lodge. That's better than like honestly.
Again,
I would agree that's better than travel lodge.
But anything's better than travel lodge.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, I was gonna say, unfortunately, this evening, I don't know how long y'all plan to go, but unfortunately, I'm not prepared for trivia.
That's fine.
Paul, Bray's not going to be here Thursday. Do you want to do a show or not?
Sure. What's going on Thursday?
He's doing
it's a death anniversary. I want to get shit faced on.
Oh.
So
okay.
Yeah, I won't be. I'll probably pop in completely drunk at some times in the show.
Death of Disco. It's been 55 years, and he's
Death of Disco. It hurt me that much that I'm like, I need to get drunk to Bee Gees songs.
Okay.
Disco's like the only style of music that people are like, no more, we're done with it. Like, I think there is a lot to not going on with there, other than just the music.
Probably
there was a lot. It was. I mean, there was a lot of.
Wait, you're being serious? You're really gonna get inebriated to?
Oh yeah, I'm getting fucked up Thursday.
No, but I'm saying because of disco music.
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Man.
I don't. I want to. I'm just gonna get drunk to hot stuff over and over again.
Just chugging Fireball.
Yeah. My hips. I'm like, I'm sad, but I can't stop dancing. No, it's the not to bring the show completely down, but it's the 15-year anniversary of my dad's death.
Sorry.
So it's more of a milestone now. So it's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna like get fucked up to just kind of commemorate it. Don't worry, Ray, I'll pick up the slack. I might send Two Joints a link so you guys can have him as a third for the show. I think that'd be fun. It's Two Joints. It's fine. It's been 15 years. So I kind of did kick in Monday, but besides that, it's been okay. Just kind of manic, but I drank yesterday. I'm not gonna lie to him, I felt gross. Haven't drank in a while. So I don't know if I'm like growing out of drinking and just going to straight pothead, but I don't know.
Once you're not one of those fucking pretentious potheads, like, I don't drink anymore. I'm not a drinker. I don't drink, and they're high constantly. I fucking hate those people.
No, it's more. I just say I grew out of drinking. I guess I don't know. I just one day stopped wanting to really drink because I wanted to drink yesterday, but I'm just
except the people that had an alcohol problem and got off of it and used weed to get out. That's different. No, that's different.
Yeah,
I'm talking about these pretentious people who think they're better than you because they don't drink and all they do is smoke pot.
No. No, I would definitely be fake pretentious while I talked about it, and then be like, nah, I went through the same thing.
Yeah.
Getting tired of drinking. Weed's nicer. Yeah, I mean,
listen, man, I've tried it, and I just
I'd rather
that much.
I'd rather get a fucking good high buzz on and forget that way rather than just fucking have a headache going along with it the next day. It's a little better.
So I can ease in with drinking, and I know how much I have. And
I'm doing a show in Toledo Sunday.
Oh, fun!
And I'm going to Michigan.
I know you don't do joints. You don't need it. I'm not against it. I'm just saying I like to drink.
I'm going to Michigan to go buy like cheaper fucking weed vapes and stuff.
Hey, you live in Ohio. We have weed here, so fucking buy Ohio weed.
I get it, but it's right there.
Ohio weed.
It's like Yingling. You like $10 for one vape? Fuck yeah, baby.
Buy local.
I do.
Why you still can?
Well, I don't think they'll do that because people will vote them out.
You think so?
I just dawned on me. So Thursday evening, I can definitely tune in, but it'll probably have to be via my phone because I might have to be working in the evening.
Ooh.
Oh, we just not do it. I don't care.
Yeah,
and then next week, we I guess Christmas Eve and Boxing Day.
I was gonna say next Tuesday is the 24th.
Well, the 26th, I will also not be here.
You motherfucker! Do you even care about this show?
I do, but I got booked to do High and Dry.
You don't need to do that. It's an open mic, essentially. You don't need to do that.
I do, Tim.
He doesn't give a shit about you people. I'm sorry.
I do give a shit about these people.
If he did, he'd be here.
And then
listen, this Thursday, that's an excuse. That's fine. That's fine. Unexcused absence next Thursday. That's unexcused.
I'll get myself back into here drunk after my set, or I'll probably be back by the thing if I don't go and get shit faced.
I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be back if you're still.
All right, buddy.
Hold on. So, do we do a New Year's episode?
Yeah, we can do a New Year's episode because is that on a?
That's on a.
On a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We're getting a hotel. Oh man, we were planning. I was also planning on getting a hotel with Laura.
Fucking the worst co-host in the history.
We could do a Monday show.
No, that's fucking stupid.
You're stupid.
I'm not. You, on the other hand, all you're doing
I'm
is
retarded. I admit
you
it.
are fucking taking dumps all over Bro Plata.
No, we could do like a couple.
You know, we don't have. Listen, I plan on going to my brother's later that night anyway because I'm taking my niece to the basketball game on Wednesday. So okay. we don't have to do that day. Although I think it would be. We never did that before. I think it would be fun. But nope. Ray says no.
If I get a fucking house next year, which I'm planning on becoming a homeowner next year. Because I know the market's going to crash completely out, and there's going to be people
I don't think it's going to happen next year.
Going to buy their house.
I don't think it's going to happen next year.
What?
I don't think it's going to happen next year, but if it does, okay. But I don't think
there will be a basement and a studio built at that house.
It's not going to do me any good. I live down here.
Well, I mean, again, you can come up on Tuesdays and get drunk here.
Every week? That sounds awful. That's so far away.
Well, then you can go hang out with Alan.
Would you come down, move to Strasbourg or some shit?
No, I don't want to move down there.
Why not?
Because I like people, Tim.
Plenty of people here.
Not enough. I need like 20 minutes to the city.
20 minutes to Canton.
No, that's not a city. That's a small town that has a fucking has the Hall of Fame. That's it.
It is a city.
It is, to me, it's not a city.
It's a smaller city.
Cleveland's more of a city than Canton.
Yeah, but Canton's still a city. Don't say Canton's not a city. Now, Cleveland's a bigger city, but Canton and Akron are both cities.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking like actual like major cities, like now.
Akron, major.
No,
Akron.
Cleveland, Ohio, for all of its faults, is a good mid-level city for me to be near.
We should go to fucking event. I know you want to go your Final Four and let's move to fucking Pittsburgh and be with the fucking Yinzers.
Dude, if this show made money, I would do that. I would move us all to Pittsburgh just to torture.
I'm not fucking moving to Pittsburgh. No way. I don't care how hard.
I'll make you drive the hour and a half to get there.
I don't care. You can win $1 billion and make a compound in Pittsburgh. I'm not going to fucking Pittsburgh. No.
I'll fly you in a helicopter.
No, I'm doing it remotely. I'm not going to Pittsburgh for shit.
Oh, you would, because I'd make it worth your while. It'd be worth it.
My Pittsburgh limit is 2 days a year. All right, I can do 2 nights a year in Pittsburgh.
Let me go hit the fucking open mics the next day. That's how I would do it. But if I did the compound, that would be in a very country area. I'd probably buy Don King's like fucking compound and fucking
Shotton County, baby. Fucking Dale Earnhardt has property down there.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I'm too much of a city boy. I need an urban environment to go through, otherwise I go fucking bananas.
I think what I would do is I'd live in the suburb, but I would live driving relatively close driving distance from Cleveland or something, half an hour at least at the most. But yeah,
I would do that for you if I had the money.
But because you can get half an hour from Cleveland and you can get in the woods. So
yeah,
I mean, Jack Conklin's selling his mansion.
Was that who that was like selling a mansion in Cleveland?
There was a couple people selling mansions in Cleveland recently, but Jack Conklin was one.
Well, yeah, it's probably gotten too expensive even for them.
Well, now he knows he's probably going to be done after this year. That's why they're trying to move it now. Done in Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's why I like this city so in a sick way. Like I've been in all kinds of cracks and crevices of this fucking town and really love it, but it's like, ugh.
Dude, every city's like that, man. Every city has shit like that.
I don't know. Vegas is too much happiness for me. It's
yeah, but you only get. If
I lived there all the time, I would love it.
I go broke if I lived there all the time.
I would.
Also, gamble. I think you would get desensitized to the awesomeness.
Kinda, but it would be like
you wouldn't go down. You'd probably never go to the Strip.
I never go to I don't want to go to the Strip anyway. Strip's not my style. I like inner city Vegas. Like it's
fucking terrible. It's awful. I'm not fucking staying in 1986 with you.
That was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, it's just very like there's too many bros and too many fucking lunatics.
Dude, there's lunatics everywhere and bros everywhere.
I know. They're everywhere. I can pick and choose where I want to go. I like local spots now. Or at least close to local spots.
Oh my gosh, are you going fucking hipster on me? You know what? I'm done.
Not hipster, just more like
I like the fucking small places.
Not even small, like
intimate environments with locals.
I want a place with like 80,000 people.
I don't live in Vegas, but I kind of identify as a local.
It's called Enterprise.
Actually, a local. I identify as a local.
I do. Well, if I could have the money, I'd buy a fucking ranch house out there with air conditioning.
My mother was telling me someone that she used to work with lives in Vegas now, and apparently there's a story about how her daughter's elementary school called her and said she can't go outside when she has a coat on. It was 63 degrees outside.
I don't know why, but like it's like my Midwest brain's like 63, and she's like not letting him go outside without a coat.
Insane.
Like, what?
It's insane. Dude, it was 40.
We were out there when it was like in the like 30s. Or like,
no, it was 50s when we were there.
Like 50s.
It was raining half the time.
And it felt good. Like it didn't like it felt normal.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be when we go there. Yeah, it's gonna be high 50s, low 60s. Like perfect.
63.
63. Every dude over 200 pounds is wearing shorts at 63.
Yeah, dude, I'm walking out of Caesar's Palace in flip flops and fucking cargo shorts. Fuck you, dude.
Just a white beater. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like was watching some of these Vegas walkthroughs, and they usually start outside and they'll say like the day that they're there, what time, and the temperature outside, and it's like 103, like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, how are people walking around normal? That's what we like. Ray, we can't go in the summer. You can't. At least I can't, because you just seem I would die.
Yeah, I'm well, yeah, because you're fucking, I can go there because I have the weird body to allow me to be able to put up with that. 108 when I was out there in September, won't ever do that again. But like 92 at night, I'm fucking, you're looking at me going, why are you topless? I'll go, because it's kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It just feels good. And
you gotta, I mean, the thing is, that hot, you gotta have before you leave.
And my sinuses were fucking good.
You have to have an exact plan on where you're going before you even step outside.
Yeah.
Where's my Uber? I'm not going to wait for it. When Uber is here, I will leave the building.
Luckily, the one thing that was cool about the Rio is like their drop off and their pickup for both Uber and like other cars was under the awning. They had slots for it ready to go, and I wasn't in the sun but maybe 2 seconds every single time, which was nice.
It's weird that like Penn and Teller play the Rio of all the places.
Well, they would probably got a nice contract for it.
I'm sure they did, but I'm just like, oh my god, Penn and Teller is sweet. Like, oh, they play the Rio. Ew.
Bad. Like I was kind of impressed.
I don't believe you because I know how you.
Oh, I go in with lower expectations than anyone, and that's like when it succeeded. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was fine. You saying a place is fine means no one else should go there.
They had packaged cake by the elevator going up to my room. It was good times.
In the vending machine.
Yeah, I bought the rainbow cake. It was okay when I was drunk after Riccadonna. I plopped my $10 on that fucking piece of cake, and I was like, good to go. Let's go.
Yeah.
And woke up to an empty cake container. It was delicious.
Did you have a microwave in your room?
Yeah, and like really like hardcore deep freezer. Like it popped a lot of the beer that I had, or the pop that I had in there. I had sodas.
Did we have a microwave when we went to Horseshoe?
No, I don't think so. We had a safe, but I don't think we had a microwave.
I know we had a fridge.
Yeah, I don't remember much about that room because that was a bad fucking, like, I remember more about the Rio trip than I do about the fucking thing outside of UFC.
Oh, thanks, Ray. Jeez, fuck you.
Well, I was not in a good mood mentally. I remember the food was good. We went to Wahlburgers.
Imagine having to go to that trip with you. Imagine how that went.
Probably fucking awful. If I was in the mood I know I was in. But
yeah, there are some times. And also the whole thing with, it was weird. It was a weird trip. It wasn't bad. Obviously, I want to go back, but it was
definitely not my favorite trip I've been in Vegas.
Everything about it was strange.
Yeah,
but, still had a good time, but everything was weird. Also, because last time, I wasn't prepared. Like I'm prepared this time. I'm more prepared. It's like the places I want to go and shit. Because I knew I wasn't gonna have many choices when we went there, and I didn't. I didn't really have any choices. I just went where you and the women wanted to go.
Well, that's called being a good friend, Tim.
Yeah, you remember that.
I do.
Still,
that part I appreciate is you putting up with me during that fucking weekend.
That's still very weird. That they
I know the whole trip
nice.
was a weird vibe.
They're very nice. It ended up being just fine, but it was still weird.
But
very weird. But
yeah, you'll have more fun. I mean, I had a blast when I went this time. I when I went in September, it was one of the best trips I've had because it was just fun. I did what I wanted.
Yeah, I definitely almost went by myself, but
didn't go broke.
Possibly,
I actually have money.
Don't just sit next to a stranger on the plane. When you're this fat, you walk on a plane, everyone's like, no. Found a whole genre of videos of fat people traveling, and it's like my favorite.
Oh, the plus size like blogger or vloggers that do those things.
No, but I did see those. That's fun. Those are fun. But there's one dude who has reels who's just like talks about how fat friendly everything is. That's good information.
That's what I'm talking about. Like those kind of people. Yeah.
And there's the other one that's like people, like tips for fat people flying and stuff. And there's also time you look those up, like in between them, there's always someone bitching about fat people, which it's understandable. But just know that we're embarrassed, and geez, Ray. I just said, geez, why did you have to be like that? I just said we were, and then you had to fucking add on top of it. No, but now, are there a few people that are like, dude, this is who I fucking am, and you have to deal with it? Yeah, there are a handful of those. All right, and you can talk shit about those people because those people are probably just sociopaths who happen to be fat. I don't know. There are people like that, like accommodate me. But like, if situation when I'm just like taking up someone's space, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be like this. It's just hard. I'm sorry. It's not a good time for us either. So
I wish I had the money to send you to a hooker so you could say that to her.
I would. I guarantee I would.
I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
I guarantee I wouldn't even have. I wouldn't even have a good time.
She's comforting you.
I've seen worse. They would have to tell me that if that was true. It's been worse. But do you have pictures? Prove it to me.
Do you love me? You want to go to a club where people wee on each other?
I mean, maybe.
Old Greg.
I don't even think I'd have fun because of that. I would just feel too awkward the whole time.
Yeah, man. Like the idea, I don't know, to be that big. I'm glad like my body kind of checks me at certain points and goes, we need to like lose water weight right fucking now. So you can fucking like not get super fat. And that's why I'm like, even at 225 right now, I'm like obese. And I need to get down to like 85. It's my goal.
I'm probably gonna have to have a seatbelt extender for the first time ever. Last time we went, I was very close. I had that thing maxed out.
I remember. Yeah.
No, I keep it under my gut. I'm fine. But if I it's on my gut, then that's a problem.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I talked to you about it. I talked to Bob McClure about it. I'm like, do you get seatbelt extender? He's like, yeah, you just ask for one. I'm like, all right, you did that much more casually than I would. I'm gonna feel like a piece of shit. I go, I need a bigger seatbelt.
Oh, because you don't want to be fat, and I can see you don't want to be fat.
Dude, no one wants to be fat.
I guarantee you, there's some people that get off on it.
Okay, again, there's a small percentage of fucking psychos. I know. Sure.
Yeah.
This is who I am. Fuck you. If you don't think I'm beautiful, that means you're a bigot.
Positivity weirdos.
You're a bigot. You're a bigot. No, and like the thing is, I said it all the time. Like I don't have a problem being fat because of the way I look. It's I don't want to be too fat for things, and I just stuff like that. Like I'll probably always be fat-ish, but I don't want to be so fat that it's a problem for other people.
Yeah,
or that I can't move. That's a problem. But like me. Like I could rock 250 my whole life. That's probably fine. It's not a problem. But
yeah, 250 I think it'd be good for you. But it's like
that's what I was before COVID.
We just need to get you back to that.
Yeah, I'm working on it, kinda, sorta.
Although I know you need to start walking every day.
Shut up! I did it today. That means I don't have to walk for 3 weeks. Leave me alone.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow's gonna be
go 0.25 more.
It's gonna be really cold and rainy tomorrow.
fight through it. I have to every day.
I got Matt Onesti.
That's just my general depression.
Onesti finally got a hold of me. He's gonna do the show too.
Cool. Yeah, send me headshots and stuff for that, so I can make a poster for it. Because I will add that comment in there for as like people say.
I don't know if that's a good idea or not, although it's funny to me. Am I high? Is Alex Jones, or am I just really high?
Just introduce him that way, then. Be like, it's a man who someone on YouTube said looks like Alex Jones, or he's high.
I think we're doing it today. They said, all of a sudden, my sister-in-law said today they may change the date on it, although she wants to do it that day. We'll find out for sure this weekend, but hopefully, because I already got those guys booked, so so that would be good. And I did drive by that place to make sure there was a way for Matt to get in.
When you sent me that, I laughed way too hard
but it's true because the front entrances are stairs, but I had to go around the back, and there is a back entrance that he could wheel into. So I'm like, I think
he's gotta go through the loading dock.
As long as he can get in, I don't care.
You push him up the ramp like he's a speaker in '76.
I got two of my first three choices. My first headliner I asked was Jeff, and then I asked Tim Wolf, but he already had something, so I asked Matt. But no, they're hilarious. And Matt's like, I'm assuming it's clean. I'm like, no, the kids aren't going to be there. Thank God.
Good.
No, I wouldn't do it if they were. Or it'd just be me and Marty Drexler doing puns and fart jokes.
Well,
I don't know.
Oh boy!
But I'm good to be done. I don't think we have it. Everything's terrible.
Well, I did want to ask you. Did you see the Cub Swanson knockout?
I did.
Okay.
He's still too old. He needs to stop.
I know it's. I think like that shit. He should get at least one more fight in like 6 months.
Really? Because you don't want him to. That's the perfect way to end. He's not going to win a championship.
And you know what?
Way to end is right up into the sunset, dude.
I'm glad I came in at this point in time. I have to shout out Cub Swanson. I came up watching him. I've been a fan of his for years, and you're not wrong, Tim. Like so often, I just keep thinking of Frankie Edgar. That man is a legend of the sport, and he got knocked out multiple times in front of his children. Yeah. And this sport is so unforgiving. So I think that Cub Swanson should go out like Lawler did. Lawler is a G. He's been a G his whole career, and he went out on a first-round knockout of Nico Price. That is the perfect way to end.
I understand, however, that when you've been doing this your whole life, the thought of retirement is scary. Like, what's next? And when your last fight, you felt really good, and you knocked the dude out, you're like, do I have to stop? Well, the thing is, if you don't, eventually it's going to get bad.
I'm just going to, no, you're right. Because, like, let's be honest, it's so unfortunate.
Well, Cerrone fought like 4 too many fights at least.
It's an unfortunate fact of life, but a fact all the same. The older you get, your skills diminish. But let's champion for this guy. This guy is 41 years old. This man is 41 years old, still has quick twitch fiber, and still can lay dudes clean the fuck out. So like, kudos.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Sure, but you can also get laid out. We don't want that shit. Yeah, because I mean, watching Edgar was bad. Watching BJ Penn was bad. Watching Tony Ferguson.
Also, I gotta say, if y'all go back and look in the record book, we all know who Charles DuBronx Oliveira is now. He's one of the top lightweights in the world, or in the spinning rock called Earth, right?
Yeah.
Early on in his career, Cub Swanson knocked him clean out. Like, he's been doing this for a minute. Cub Swanson,
it took Oliveira a while to get going, though. He's one of those guys that he was kind of like up and down for a while until he figured it out.
No, I know, but it's like at a point in time, like as we speak, there's only like one or two, maybe one fighter better than Charles Oliveira and lightweight right now, and that's Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, and even then, I read something he might
be Sarukian beats him.
He might retire.
Happen, but I'm just saying. I
hope it happens.
Right now, as of December,
I'm talking Islam.
At 821, I think you could argue that there's only one lightweight, 155-pound fighter on the planet better than Charles DuBronx Oliveira.
Yeah, Conor McGregor.
Yeah. We all know that.
And Cub Swanson knocked him out years ago, clean out. It's on YouTube. Watch it. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, even like Dustin Jacoby, who got his knockout.
There's a lot of knockouts. The Michael Johnson one was nice. Knocked out the fucking potato smuggler.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that the guy? Yeah, I forgot that was the guy that got caught fucking in the bubble. That's right.
I still would like to know the whole story.
That's his name, Ottoman Autozar or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
But yeah, Michael Johnson too. Man's 38. Man, these old dudes are still like. I was arguing with some kid the other day. Not arguing. We were having a conversation, and he was like, "Bro, once you reach 25, you're past your prime physically."
25.
I'm like, kids, somebody's told you wrong. I don't know who.
I mean, listen, that was true for me, but it's because I stopped working out at 25.
No.
But no, I mean, listen, obviously everyone's different, but there are guys who don't start winning until they're 32. I mean, look at Blachowicz.
Sure.
Start winning until 35, 36.
And that's the thing. Like, especially
Teixeira, same thing.
If you go up in weight classes, like those guys can stick around for a lot longer.
Yeah, because the weight classes are not as deep and they don't cut weight and stuff like that, all those things. But yeah, I mean, Stipe could stick around and win and beat a lot of people still, but why? Why would you do that?
Sure.
Yeah, at 42 especially. But yeah, also I wanted to ask this question. Colby completely done? Can we just like put him aside now?
I'm glad you brought that up, man.
It's up to him. But what I said last week, if he will win if he wants to be there, and it didn't look like it. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Buckley. He looked great, but like when I put money on Colby because I like the line, and I lost obviously. But when I saw him walking out, I got pissed because I'm like, fuck, he doesn't want to be here. As soon as he was walking out, I'm like, fuck. Can I cash out? Wouldn't let me cash out, but with the walkout. Like, fuck.
What did you see in his walkout besides him being with Hulk Hogan? Like,
he just didn't seem like he was Colby. Didn't seem like Colby. Didn't seem like he was really excited to be there. Didn't look like all his other walkouts. He just looked real. Didn't really give a shit. Didn't really care. And I think it was like literally 10 seconds into the fight. I'm like, he has no shot.
Or do you think this is more of Colby falling off, or do you give Buckley credit? Like he's.
I think you got to give him credit. He's been fighting great.
Yeah, Joaquin's been a monster. You can't take it
last year. I mean, the answer is it's both. It's definitely both. But you can't take anything away from Buckley.
I would have to agree because this is like 6 straight wins for him. He's knocking on the door of a title shot.
Oh no, he's good. He's just fighting somebody good. I mean, he talked about.
He should be the guy.
Him and Usman would be a great fight. I think
he did call out Kamaru after the fight,
or they were going to do him and Gary. Do that next. Gary,
no, I didn't even. I didn't hear that call out, but I didn't even think of that. Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley.
I still want to see Buck versus Cuck.
The poster would be brilliant,
as Buckley called it.
Definitely. I want like one more fight for Joaquin before he gets a title shot. Like he should be right now. He should be the stand-in just in case something happens in that time.
I said so. Okay, so obviously Bilal Muhammad is slated to get his belt taken by Shavkat Rakhmonov pretty soon. I feel like Buckley should be fighting a title eliminator, and Usman is a good matchup. Or I was thinking this guy Sean Brady in like a sort of a top.
Forget Leon Edwards.
A fight. I think him and Leon would be amazing.
That'd be a good fight too.
Especially with like, I loved also they were touting.
They have Buckley at 6 now.
Oh God, it's low,
dude. Magdalena and Buckley would be good. JDM and Buckley.
I'm just saying it's hard to come for any of these fighters at any weight class. It's hard to get a win. It's hard to get 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins. You win 6 straight wins, 6 straight fights, and especially in the fashion that he's doing it. Like he put Vicente Luque out. He put Wonderboy out. You beat Colby. I feel like you should reward him for that.
And I do agree with Dana on what he said about the doctor's stoppage. That probably the eye would have been hanging off if it was Las Vegas before that fight was stopped.
That doesn't make it right. I think it was a good stoppage. I think it was right, and he was losing the fight. Clearly, he wouldn't have been done much longer. Like, you
Probably.
I think the dumbest thing you could possibly do is being like, "Nope, the doctor was wrong. They should let him get more fucked up." That's fucking stupid.
You never know.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
You never know, bro.
Any doctor that lets that happen is a fucking quack. And yeah, they probably do have quacks in Vegas, and they probably do. Oh, this is the one. Dude, fucking 2 eyes. Magomed. Shar Magomed. You know what I'm talking about? He's fighting MVP in
I heard that one. Yeah. But my favorite one is Izzy and Imamov.
Saudi Arabia.
Wait. Yes, that's been confirmed. That's a firefight. But wait. The guy Ashir Magomedov is fighting who?
MVP.
In Saudi Arabia. That's like a rumored fight right now. I don't know if it's confirmed, but
you know what? I'll be in Vegas. No, it's on. It is.
Oh, okay.
The UFC announced it.
Fights, but I just say this: both of those fights are fire. But if I was Mick Maynard and Sean Shelby and the matchmakers of UFC, I would switch opponents. I would rather see Michael Venom Page first versus Israel Adesanya.
I don't think so.
UFC will never have that happen.
Why? That would be. What would that look like? That would be amazing.
Pulse.
I think it'd be a stalemate, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. That's why they haven't done Thompson and MVP. Because they think it might be boring, although stylistically it seems interesting, but it could be very boring.
Also, before they retire, I want to see MVP versus what's that flipping Brazilian guy? He does legit backflips.
Michel Pereira.
Yeah. I want to see why do you say a stalemate? I think that would be a striking delight.
That's one of those that sometimes guys are just two guys who fight like that. They can't get in on each other, and it's not exciting. You want it to be.
But what I'm saying is, neither one of those guys
are going to be really tough.
Neither Izzy nor MVP are wrestlers, so they got to stand up and trade with each other. So I want to see that.
Do they? You never know.
I don't. Again, I see it being very kind of touchy. I see it being more of a sparring contest than anything. It would be great to watch the build up, but once that cage door is locked and
I disagree. I gotta say this: Izzy's last fight, he lost the belt. This is his first fight that the belt is not on the line. I think he's really gonna go out his next opponent. Sorry for Imavov, but he's gonna try to make a statement. Like I
hope he does. I want him to come back.
If he were to fight MVP, I think it would be fireworks. MVP would come out there doing what he does in that sideways stance, hopping up.
Definitely expect him to run through MVP no matter how it happens. Even if it isn't exciting, I expect he would win a decision, but it would be not close. But I'm going to be in Vegas when that fight happens. That fight's probably going to be at like 1 PM.
Well, let's just say this:
be fucking sports bets and eating lunch.
For Nasruddin Imavov, like, let's be real. I don't know if that guy's ever going to get a title shot. So to him, he probably looks at this.
If he wins, he does, or he's pretty darn close to it.
This is what I'm saying. This is like, for him, like he's probably looking like Izzy is still championship material. So we're going to get his best fight. He's coming off of a win against Cannonier. I think
that's all I'm going to get my roll back in Vegas, dude. I'm putting everything on him. Put him off, let it ride. Parlaying it with Makhmadov. It fucking matches her eyes. Paul, you see your I think your Astros are in rebuild mode, baby. Or something. They traded Preston Tucker.
Oh, really?
You didn't see that?
No, I hadn't been keeping up with the news, but what's the word on Bregman? He
didn't sign yet, I don't think, but he's not gonna sign with
I heard through the grapevine that he sold his house, so that's pretty much a dead giveaway that he's gone.
I don't think anyone expected him to come back.
That's man.
I don't think that he
I know you guys don't like him, but that year we had a legit all-star team. We had Yuli Gurriel, who was the best player to defect.
The year you cheated?
We had Bregman. We had Carlos Correa. We had
cameras, trash cans.
Yeah, okay.
Monitors.
Altuve. We had a squad, man.
With a vibrating thing around his chest, not saying, "Hey guys, don't touch my chest."
Yep. Fucking smoke signals.
Yeah. You know.
They say Boston is the front runner right now for Bregman, but who knows?
I'm surprised the Yankees don't do their thing and just scoop up.
Well, they just traded for Cody Bellinger today, because Preston got traded from Houston to the Cubs, so they traded Bellinger to the Yankees. So, still waiting for the Guardians to trade Josh Naylor and make me cry. I do expect it to happen, but
you think that's like a guarantee he's gone?
No, it's not a guarantee. Only if they get the right package. Like they won't. If they don't get a good deal for him, they won't do it. You know,
I know you're not the GM, but if you were, who would you want in return for Naylor? You would want like two. You would want a player of the same caliber and a top prospect.
I would want probably. Well, the thing is, you probably not get a ton because he only has 1 year left in his contract. So I would want. I mean, I think the only thing you can get is the best possible prospect you can get. I don't think you can get it. I don't know if you can get anybody MLB ready. You may be able to. You might get like a bullpen arm that's useful, or a guy who maybe a fifth starter, or a utility platoon outfielder. But yeah, you got a guy who may help in the major league team, but you got to get a solid minor leaguer out of it. But I don't know. They might just keep him because they have. He has this year left in his contract, and we could very well use him this year. So. I think we need him. We don't have anybody else to bat in the 4-hole, so you have to have someone else to. There's no one else. They don't have anyone who can bat in the 4-hole. I mean, they do, but not. They don't have a legitimate cleanup hitter to bat behind Jose Ramirez. If you don't have, I don't think you can get rid of Naylor unless you have a plan on who's going to bat behind Jose. So I don't. Kama Zardo's not ready for that yet. He's going to be the first baseman of the future, but I think he can wait a year. So I think he's going to DH a lot this year. So I think they keep him and just lose him in free agency, get the draft pick next year. That's what I mean, they won't re-sign him. He'll be too expensive. They won't. And plus they much rather re-sign Kwan. I don't know if they're going to be able to, but if they're going to extend anyone, they'd extend Kwan before they extend Naylor. But don't know. Shin Bieber came back for 1 year. Hopefully he can pitch and has a good year. Hopefully Josh Naylor has the same kind of year he had last year. And we made the playoffs again and don't suck. But who knows? We just, I don't know. We just traded our gold platinum glove, second baseman.
I don't either. And nobody knows because this is Bro Plata.
No, we know nothing. Except I'm pretty sure that I'm losing feeling in my face. I might be dying. I think it's a dental issue. My cheek is thinner on this side than this side. I think I'm losing some sort of
probably a muscle.
Great. Pretty soon I'm going to be talking like this. Just like, talk on the left side. For years, I only talked on my right side until I got like nerve damage, and now I have to talk on the left. But I don't know.
You'll be fine. You'll survive.
I doubt it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, what were you going to say, Pulse?
You don't know that two joints.
I'm going to vent about something, but this really isn't the time to play.
Wait, what now? Oh, I'm curious.
I have to say, I don't have to, but I'm gonna say it.
Oh boy.
It's just everything is fine in general. It's just, I mentioned this on somebody else's stream, but it bothered me because I feel like, honestly, I feel like tech, in particular, the internet, is really the worst thing that has happened to society in like the past 20 years. Okay,
you're on the internet right now.
While I'm saying that on the internet, but I understand. But the thing is,
have you read our chat at any point in our streaming time doing this show? Yeah, of course.
No, I get it, but here's the thing. I feel like,
and I'm guilty of it too on other people's channels.
The internet, with all the craziness in the world, the United Healthcare CEO getting clapped, all this, that, and the third, it has people believing that any and everybody is like ratcheting for the streets, right? And in my mind, I feel like, you know, I know everybody, if given the chance, will probably big up themselves and only see themselves in the best light. But honestly, like I feel like anybody who knows me, who truly knows me, would tell you I'm a good person. Like I'm not perfect. Nobody is, but I'm a good dude. Like I don't scam nobody.
Who's shit talking here, and who do we need to kill?
No, here's the thing, right?
Verbally. I mean,
here's the thing. So, you know, ever since I've been on this weight loss journey, right? I try to maintain anywhere between 15 to 20,000 steps daily, right?
Okay.
That's so fucking many. It's like 6 miles.
Right, but check this out. So I'm walking the other morning.
I had 3,000 today. Almost died.
You could amp it up. You're just walking.
Thank you, Pulse. You gotta get in his head and tell him.
I don't live in Texas where it's walking weather every day.
No, okay, but here's the thing, right? So I'm walking down the street the other morning, like I have done 1,000 times. And I'm walking down the sidewalk, running in the opposite direction of me is Asian woman. And it doesn't matter that she's Asian. I'm just, as a matter of fact, she's an Asian woman, right? So she's running down the same stretch of sidewalk that I'm walking in the opposite direction. She's running with her head down. I'm walking with my head up. She all of a sudden puts her head up, and at the instant she sees me, she darts to the other side of the street as if to say, like, she was afraid for her safety or whatever. And I get it.
Chinese people are usually racist, so
Paul, you're gonna stop being so menacing.
I don't want to sue her. I don't want to just be like, oh, so.
Oh no, it's documented. I mean,
okay, so I saw a video, and a woman made an interesting point. She says that in her belief, most women walk this earth daily in fear.
Oh, dude, I mean, they should.
90% of them are white women, but
okay. Well, here's the thing, though, right? Like, again, she saw me and she darted across the other side of the street, and like, I'm not seeking her validation. I'm just on my own program, just trying to burn calories and stuff like that. But it bothered me for her to just assume that I was like, I'm just gonna do some wild stuff to her, and it's like. Because in my mind, I'm like, woman, I'm not even on that type of time. Like, I don't like.
All right, I'm gonna defend her. I'm gonna be that guy.
Go ahead. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say.
Here we go. Even if she felt like the chances of you doing something to her were 1%. The chances of you doing it, the chances of you doing something to her if she's on the other side of the street go down. So I'm just saying, like, I understand the logic. I hope it's not because of what you look like, and just because you're a fella.
I totally get it. I tried to imagine it from her perspective. If I was her and I saw me, I may or may not. Because listen, you know, okay, what's the guy's name from House of Pain? Everlast.
Everlast,
yeah.
Right. In his prime, I remember as a kid, you know, that's a tough looking white dude, right? He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to profile him, but he's a tough, like, you see him with the tattoos and such. If I could imagine if, no matter what race I am, if I was a woman and I was jogging down the street and I were to see him, I may or may not cross the other side in fear of my safety as well. Right.
Any dude who's big, and you're like, this guy would beat me in a fight 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, that's the only thing that bothers me. Like, in my mind, like I'm saying, I'm not even on that type of time, lady. I don't even care what you like. I'm assuming you're out here like me in an effort to burn calories. That's all I'm doing. I have no desire to do any crazy stuff to you.
Also, maybe she just got through a fucking day, man. Maybe she was assaulted like last week. And this is her first day back on the public streets.
That's what I'm saying. In my head, this is what I think. I think maybe, you know, I don't know her from a can of paint. So for all I know, maybe she has been abused or something in her past. And so maybe I reminded her of somebody who did something to her. But whatever it is, like, I just gotta say, it kind of bothered me, like, the world that we live in, like, because I feel like
the same thing has happened to me as well.
Society, she should be able to, and I shouldn't have to, like, how do I say? I shouldn't have to cower down or like honestly, if she would have continued jogging past me, I would have said good morning, ma'am, and I would have kept it moving. But she felt it necessary. She deemed it necessary to jog to the other side of the street, and it really shouldn't bother me, but it kind of did though, and that's all.
I understand why it bothers you. It's
yeah.
happened to me. It's happened to me too. You know,
yeah, I mean, it's just the world we live in. But
I must be unassuming. Nobody does that. They until I open my mouth, and then they go the other way because they realize they made a mistake talking to me.
I'm gonna say most of Ray's problems are hidden.
Mine's a very under the surface. Once you get to digging, you go, oh fuck yeah, welcome to the world, baby.
Right. If you get past this, you're mostly okay. For me,
it's old Greg. I'm old Greg from Mighty Boosh. Just you want to go to a club where people wee on each other. It's a good time.
Honestly, though, I gotta say though, if I honestly, I feel I did think about it from her perspective. So I feel like if I was a woman, I probably would especially if I was.
If I was a tiny woman, I would go around every dude. I'd just be like, whoop, nope.
So here's the thing. At the time that this occurred, it was like early, like 6 a.m. So it wasn't even fully light out yet. So
you didn't give us time and thing. Now
that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying from her perspective, if I was her,
I can see why she did that.
Right. No other people on the street, no one's out, no one can hear you scream. Yeah, you go around no matter.
Understood why she did it. Yeah.
Okay, but again, I just gotta say,
don't let that one bother you.
Yeah, right? Don't let that one bother you. It's more you were wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
No, this is middle of the day and on like a street where there's other people on the street. And there's two white women and they see you, they whisper to each other, and then they cross the street. Then you can get offended.
Buddy, believe me, that's happened before too. I'm sure. But I'm just saying, it's
not saying it hasn't, but yeah, that's more where we go like, that's weird. But 6 a.m. not light outside.
See, that's the thing. I'm saying I'm thinking about it from her perspective. I would imagine if I was a woman, I would probably, if I was jogging in the morning, I'd probably carry some mace or like a little stun gun or something.
Obviously, I don't know this woman either, but I'm guessing pretty high percentage that she would have went around any man in that situation.
Okay. It
could be wrong, but I'd say pretty probable.
I'm not. It's not like I'm not gonna cry about it, but it's just. It kind of like in that moment, I was like, for you to just see me and just assume that I'm a bad person, it just kind of. But in any event,
it more like she was more doing self-preservation kind of thing. I think
in that situation, I mean, listen, we could be wrong. This woman could be a hard racist piece of shit. I don't know. It's very possible. It's not impossible that she's not.
I mean, but if you've watched Asians around black people before, they get kind of like.
I would say 80% chance she would have did that to any dude. I think so.
Probably.
Okay. Well, honestly, I'm not even reading that much into it. It's just something that was on my mind. But it's like I get it though. Like people are. I'll never forget. Like 10 years ago. On YouTube, there was something called the knockout game in New York City. Up top, people were running up behind people and snuffing them in the back of the head and running off. And it's like,
what the heck?
That was a big thing for a while.
What a way to ruin someone's day.
No, I know, but it's messed up only because it's like I like I said, I'm not on that type of time, so it's like I have to pay for the sins of wild stuff that other.
Right,
African American males do. It's like
I mean,
without getting the whole can of worms, I couldn't imagine the kind of shit you have to deal with. I couldn't imagine.
I'm
not going to pretend like I know how. I don't.
Don't feel sympathy for me. I'm just saying it's just in that instance,
in general.
Life had been kind of hard and things had been going on. So when all of that like accumulated, and then that instance, and it's like it bothered me. I actually called my mom. Like she's like, Brandon, you are. Let's get pause. She called me. She's like, don't like you can't sweat that, and I'm like, I'm not. But it's like,
I
am.
Yeah, you probably also.
I feel like a lot worse has probably happened, but that one, like I said, that one's probably explainable.
Often, bro, I cannot tell you how many times. Like I will walk.
I bet.
I will walk to my car, and like a woman in her station wagon, she'll see me, and all of a sudden you hear clunk clunk, and all the doors lock, as if like she's, and it's like, what are you?
I've had that too. I've had that too, where I'll walk by a car, even if I'm going to like I'm in a work truck and all that kind of stuff. You know, I've got logos everywhere on me, and
I've told you guys before. Like in Texas, if you're not a convicted felon, you can go to Academy or Walmart and purchase a pistol. So I'll assume any and everybody has a gun on them.
Yeah.
Around me, so
keeps a nice little layer of civility over everybody, knowing everybody might be packing because you can just buy a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, by the way, someone's giving me an AR-15.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. Just gonna have that now.
Nice.
For free, they're just gonna give it to you?
Yep.
Where are you storing it?
That's a win.
Under my pillow.
Pulse, I'm going to look forward to us doing the podcast after Tim has one of his moods.
I was going to say, you think that's a good idea or not?
Actually, I think I already have it sold to my brother, I think.
Okay.
I was going to say, are you the type of person that like on New Year's Eve, you'll go outside and let it ring out a couple times?
No.
They do that down here.
He's more like Lieutenant Dan on New Year's Eve.
But you know what? The one thing I didn't know what happened until I got down there. I didn't know people shot fireworks off on New Year's in Texas. They don't do that here. It's not a thing that happens here.
No,
but
some places
I've never heard it here.
Yeah, I have neighbors that do. Well, yeah, because you live like your closest neighbor besides the ones right, but like immediately next to you or like in the next county.
Dude, I live in a neighborhood. What are you talking about? Now, where I grew up was like that.
That's not a neighborhood.
There's houses in front of me. There's house on my left and my right. There's an airport behind me. That's something.
That's not a neighborhood. That's called the country.
That's not true. I live in a neighborhood. What?
And you have a probably with like stones from the 1800s cemetery right up behind it.
Every town has cemeteries. What are you talking about?
But I don't want to live behind one. Tim celebrates New Year's by deucing in a paper bag and dropping it off on someone's door ablaze.
Yep.
You remember that childhood when people
every year I find a Canadian import.
I never saw that in person, but I would always hear about, like, don't get me wrong, like people would TP people's houses, but I would always hear about people putting dog shit in a bag and lighting it and putting it on somebody's door and then knocking on the door and running away.
The Billy Madison.
Yes,
that craziest thing I was
in person, but it seems like it wouldn't be funny if it happened to me.
Did you do anything dumb like that? I didn't really.
I never did like mischief shit. I was too much of a like. I was contrary to what I grew up into. I was a pretty good boy. Like I didn't really do anything. I didn't leave the house. I was just I didn't have many friends, kind of thing. I existed at school.
When I was like, I may have been 21, maybe, but I was at like a party with some people, and like on like the Tuscarawas River, and some people decided there's a house in town that had a bunch of goofy shit in their yard, like a giant flamingo and some weird lawn decorations. It was goofy. They're like, we're so fucking rob those people. I'm like, that's you guys. But we stayed there, and they came back with the flamingo and all kinds of wacky fucking shit.
Yeah, you go do that, bud. I'm not gonna partake, but you can have fun.
Just drowning the flamingo in the river.
Good Lord.
It was in the police. It was in the police reports the next day in the newspaper. It said it's like somebody stole over $1,000 in loan ornaments. I'm like, that really? It was a plastic flamingo. Jesus. But no, that was pretty rough. I don't know why they would do that. Those poor people. But that's about it. Yeah, and I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't even directly involved in that. I just know who did it.
Yeah. I mean, the only crazy thing I've ever had was a field party in Western Pennsylvania where fucking I watched a dude shoot.
See how many Yinglings you can drink. What?
No, shoot beer into his veins.
Wait, what? Why?
Yeah, that's like this dude. I think the dude was like probably on H at the time, and he pulled a fucking hypodermic needle out, and like he's like, I'm gonna fucking do it. We're all like, dude, what are you doing?
Why
And
else would he
fucking
have the needle?
stuck the needle in the whole fucking thing. Yeah.
How much you want to bet he has one arm now?
He's dead now. That dude died. There's no fucking way that dude survived.
There's a party one time. I think we were in high school, and my friends, we started they started to do it, putting Propel on themselves and lighting it, and it's like seeing how far they can get, like until it actually burned them. And a couple of my friends like put it on their dicks, and it was pretty funny to see them fire.
Wait. They put what kind?
Perel, the hand sanitizer.
Oh, because it has alcohol. Okay.
Right. But once that burns off, then your dick's on fire. So
yeah.
And it was funny.
Sweet gee. What the fuck, man? I'm glad I never got invited to parties back in high school. Like,
the kid who did that is a high school English teacher now.
Let me teach you all about consonants today. It just pulls out the Purell.
For today's science lesson. Yeah.
I never did any kind of party shit. That never really appealed to me. I was more like hockey, video games, and like
I never drank
comedy.
I didn't smoke weed in high school either.
No, I was fucking straight until my dad gave me beer at 15. He's the one that fucked it up.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Especially when he started going, I can count those. Fuck. So started sneaking beer.
My brother drank in high school. I never did. But
I rarely did. But when I did, it was usually at home.
Yeah, I don't think I barely drank underage a few times, not that many.
Have either of you ever moshed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why my body is now the way it is, and I sit in the back of the room.
That in hockey?
Yeah, hockey's the big one, but moshing in my 20s, which was almost a monthly thing because I'd go to like small metal shows and stuff.
I never loved it. I would do it, but I never loved it.
It was fun. I
never looked for the pit,
now.
but sometimes I was in the pit, and I just, you do your due diligence in the pit, and then that's about it.
That's why if I have a son, I will teach him how to mosh properly.
You're not throwing baseball.
Proper technique.
Yeah, you don't throw fists at people. It's all forearms, elbows, and like knees.
I was gonna.
It's basically like the sled drill in football. It's basically that.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I seriously wanted to know what is the etiquette in a like what are you?
Yeah, no, you don't fucking go and like
you're just
bumping into each other.
Yeah, kind of pinball,
bumper cars.
Yeah, mostly. If some guy's popping off, you can fucking crush them.
I got kicked in the face one time, and I'm still.
Yeah, that'll happen. Swing kicks and stuff.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't partake, because I just feel like it would escalate into something more than, because I'm guessing it's just for fun, but like
it is. Like, you feel the music, like you get to that point
until somebody. It's usually one fucker. It's usually one dude in every pit. And it's usually the oldest guy who wants to be the fucking asshole in the pit. This is how we used to do it back in the day, throwing barrels and like, and then he elbows a 90-pound girl in the face, and it's a whole thing.
Ugh, yeah. I finished that years ago. Like, probably 25, 26. I was like, I'm done.
I don't like being in the GA on the floor anymore. If I don't have
I'll do well, that's why I'll go to the bar. Like, I'll get GA and just hang out by the bar the entire night.
Yeah, it depends on the venue. But yeah, like when we went to the House of Blues, Alan right away is like, dude, we're getting upgrades. So I'm like, yeah, it's the best thing we did. Because I didn't want to. I mean, I when I saw Blackstone Cherry, I was in GA and I stood the whole time, but I stood by the bar, and there was, and also that there was nothing happened in that show. But yeah, I have no interest in it. If I go to a metal show where I know that's going to happen, I'm staying in the back or I'm getting a seat.
Yeah,
balcony, baby. I'm fine with that. Like I don't want to go to any show where I don't have a seat anymore. I don't want to do that anymore.
I'm fine with standing in certain like places. If there's a chair though that I find I'm
I like to have
with it.
The ability to, like when Creed was playing, I was mostly standing, but I had the ability to sit if I wanted to. I don't really like this song. I'm going to take a break. I like that. I like that option. But when you don't have that option, it sucks because you get pissed that you can't sit down. And then your back hurts more.
Yeah, been
anyway.
there.
Hey, you want to go to Creed in Columbus? Where you always.
That's what, like, I'm going to Coheed in June.
I think it's July. Maybe it's June. One of those two.
Yeah, it's like July, I think, is Creed, but June 1st is
I would love to go to the
Cameron.
Creed cruise lineup is sweet.
I saw that. It's like, can we? It's like the Wolstein.
Seven does default. Who
love every one of those. I was listening to Hinder today. Tantric was my second Kid Rock show.
Y'all remember when Izzy came out to Trapped Headstrong?
Who?
Israel Adesanya came out to Headstrong by the band Trapped.
I think, yeah. Are you talking? Oh, no, you mean Happy Shopping, Pulse. That's Trapp's new name on their Facebook page.
No, but it's like that's like he gave them a second life. Like nobody had thought about them in years.
I mean,
dude, I don't know what kind of rock stations you have in your area, but I hear that song a lot.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like that. Like, let's be honest, that's all you hear from them. That they are.
No, I hear Echo, and I had one of their. I think their 2008 album. I had it. Well, I saw them in 2008, and it was Red at Hailstorm and another band.
Nice.
And Hailstorm was just like starting out, so they like opened, and they were sweet. But then I went to see Red. I love Red, but I had to work the next day, so I watched half of Trap set and left. I didn't see him play Headstrong, but it's okay. I made my choice, and I do not regret it.
Nice.
Regret. Man, I can't speak anymore. I got to.
Well, I was about to say, you wanna, you're picking at your face.
I've been doing it the whole time, Raymond.
I know, and I feel bad for you. Like,
anytime I feel weird, I get twitchy. You know this.
I see that. I never noticed.
There's no way
it's
you
a good
notice.
thing. But I think it's time for us to end tonight's show. I will try and convince Tim to do some kind of show on like a Wednesday or Friday. So, because we're not going to be doing Tuesday or Thursday until January.
No, we're doing Tuesday. We're doing Christmas Eve.
Probably depend. I might be home if I'm home because I'm going to my girlfriend's aunt's house.
I thought you said that was Christmas. You didn't say Christmas Eve.
No, I'm doing both. Because that's when I'm giving her a gift.
Raymond, just fucking be a single man so you can do shit you want to do.
I do. I want to fuck her. That's what I want to do.
Not worth it, dude. Look at me. Long time, doing fine.
I will end on that that word of wisdom by Tim Danko.
Yeah. Relationships are worth it. Never again.
And we will see you next year at the Kumite, fam.
See you in 2025. Possibly.